What happened? Hold on, we're not ready yet.
Short break.
Her bubble yum. She came in with her CVS bag that those of you who listen to the show regularly know Kayla is a huge CVS shopper, but it's also a CVS alcohol bag, so we got some splaining to do there.
I was not happy with that lady. I usually don't get a bag, and I needed one today because I had two bigger objects. And there was one with handles. So I'm imagining that's what she's giving me. And she gives me a paper bag, like that you put like a 40 in. And here I am carrying it out on, like a football, carrying my 40 sack out.
Yeah. That would have been a great time to get pulled over.
Oh, yeah,
it would. Pulled over and they just see in your passenger seat just this
and that's when
bag.
I would have my copping attitude with, like I told you, I've had issues in the past.
Well, but you can't. That's not the cop's fault.
Well, I don't want to be bothered.
Then don't break the law. Don't speed.
I never break the law. Not now. Now at least.
Not this time. Yeah, the bag choice from CVS was.
I know.
Was interesting. No, honestly, this is great energy. This is perfect energy to start today's show because today's show is going to have great energy today. I'm already putting it out there.
You're putting it out there.
I'm manifesting it. It's Friday Junior. Friday Junior always has some just wild energy to it. But we're all over the place in today's show. We got a lot of fun, but gloves are coming off in this first hour, let me tell you. And that goes for the listening audience as well. Shout out to everybody tuning in, whether you're in your car driving. Appreciate you. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Shout out to all those in the YouTube comment section, whether you're listening at work or at home. Everyone listening on the app, we appreciate you all. But y'all gonna need to be involved today because we're gonna have what I'm calling one of the ultimate football debates.
Oh boy!
And this has something to do with it's in honor of football returning tonight. That's right, it's back. It's real. It's the Hall of Fame freaking game. We get two NFL teams playing each other today. We get the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We get the Panthers. We get must-watch television. The NFL is back. Wow, indeed.
I can't wait.
The NFL is back tonight, baby, and I'm fired up about it.
Did you get up in the morning and give yourself a pep talk in the mirror?
I don't know why you think I do that. That's the second time you've made that joke.
It's called manifestation.
I think she might do it.
No, I was watching a movie, actually. And this was like part of the movie where they get up and tell themselves, I'm a bad you-know-what.
What movie?
Then, I can't even remember at this point.
Okay.
Then I thought, you know what? I should do that every morning. Because I have those days I'm kind of down in the dumps. So I did do it one time.
Just hype yourself up.
And I really did not like it.
No, it's weird. I mean,
if
you do that, good for you, but it's weird.
I just didn't feel like myself.
Uh-huh.
I need other people telling me that.
Yeah. So you need affirmation? Did you yell at yourself in the mirror?
I was like, Red, tell me I'm beautiful. He does that every morning.
Uh-huh.
My sweet boy.
That's what he does.
My sweet boy.
You can understand him.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not feed me. It's you're beautiful.
Exactly. That's why I like to think about it.
See?
Manifestation. I like that, Johnny.
Yeah, manifestation going on
I think
today.
Johnny came up with the matsplaining too yesterday.
No, that wasn't what happened. Although, by the way, that did spark at some point. We are going to have a conversation. What's a pro sports job that you think you'd actually be really good at? We're not getting to that today.
I like this.
But that's going to be a topic for another time because I had the audacity to suggest that I don't believe that anybody, and it's not a Kayla thing.
No, he said Kayla.
No, I did not say Kayla. I said I do not believe that a media member could draw up an opening drive for an NFL team and it likely be successful.
It was a college team.
No, but Kayla said the Tennessee Titans, you could do it.
No, I said this was all based on the Akron Zips.
No, but you said, because the Akron Zips, it is based off of a college team.
Yeah.
Which still would be difficult. But you said, I believe I could do it for the Tennessee Titans. You said you could
Roll the tape back.
Yeah, I just think we're moving the goalposts here.
We're moving the goalposts by a
Anthony,
big
don't
amount.
betray me already. We will go back. I will, during the break,
Roll
go
the
back
tape.
to
Let's
that
do
segment.
it.
Don't they do that in reality
Because you
TV?
said, when I covered the Tennessee Titans, I always thought I could do an
That was
opening drive
off
for the
air,
Titans.
actually, Matt. That was actually.
But you're
our
admitting it was you admitting you said it.
I don't think that was off air. I do remember that. But
thank you, Anthony.
I do think that the original conversation was about a college team.
It was about I could do that for a college
team. The original, because it was based off of the Akron Zips like thing that they're putting on, competition that they're putting on.
He was literally just on Pat McAfee too. They were talking about it. No, and then I went on to say, I don't know if it was off air or on air. I think it was off air. That Callahan, who got fired, was one of those like coaches that I said if he could draw up an opening drive that was somewhat, that's about the only thing that he had a good time doing was opening up a scripted drive. Other than that, it was kind of not good.
Well,
him getting fired.
This is all based on that. I was not Matt-splaining at all. I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. I don't think most media members could do it because we're not football coaches. But Kayla thinks she can. Shout out Kayla. I admire the confidence. You can do whatever you set your mind to.
Thanks, Matt Splainer.
You can do whatever you set your mind to. That's what I tell my son. Today's got weird energy because I'm excited for the Hall of Fame game coming back. I am going to watch it. I am going to be locked into it, and then I'm going to not want to watch it anymore like 5 minutes in, but it doesn't matter.
Will you put a timer on for yourself and then tell us how long you actually ended up watching?
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Perfect.
Because I am excited for football to be back. It gets me every year. I still haven't watched Hard Knocks, though. Shame on me. That's bad. I normally am like locked into when Hard Knocks drops, and I haven't watched. But
you've had your kid getting ready to go back to school.
Well, that's the other thing too. There's weird energy today because it's like my wife is a teacher, and her first day of real school is today. My son's first day of kindergarten is today. So it's like, oh, he's growing up. Oh my god.
Just wait, goes faster.
Man.
My nephew. I mean, I don't have kids, but my nephews. Every time I see him, I'm like, what, he growed like 4 inches.
Well, we because he was in TK last year, which TK is wonderful. Shout out TK, and we saw a lot of his TK friends yesterday in back to school night for the first time, and everyone looks way bigger.
Yeah.
You're like, what happened?
I know.
And Artie's the same way. Artie in one summer went from, oh, he's cute to,
No, he's still a cute kid.
Well, of course he is, but I mean, he's just big.
What do you mean, blah?
Because he's big and he's aggressive and he's all over the place.
Is he going to be a linebacker?
Not if he's built like Dad. He's going to be a foul ball pole if he's built like Dad, but if he's built like his mother, then yes, he'll absolutely be an athlete. And my son is very athletic. He gets none of it from me. It's all his mother.
You don't give yourself any credit?
I mean, up here is where
that's part
he
of it.
Gets the credit. Because he knows he understands rules of games and picks rules up really, really quickly. That was a trait of Dad.
Now that's good.
The execution
you gotta have both.
On the field or on the court, that's where Dad struggled. That's where Mom came in. Mom's very smart too, but Mom is a beast of an athlete.
Got the best of both worlds.
So I hope so.
By the way, I'm going to throw this out in a second, so I apologize if I sound a little different. I just needed bubble gum the other day.
It's potent.
So
I can smell
buzz
it.
off.
I did. Sorry. Your bubble gum is potent.
So that's the thing. You know when you go to, well, you guys don't go to CVS, but I go to CVS. So I went to CVS. So when you go to like a drugstore and you're kind of like have a sweet tooth, but you don't really know what you want. And I'm trying to wean away from just like the sour candy because I go in that direction a lot.
It's the best.
And I was like, what else can I do where if I'm bored, I can just put a piece of gum in. And I saw the bubble yum like lit up at the checkout stand. Yeah, I usually liked the watermelon ones growing up, but this one is the original. And I'll tell you, the first 2 minutes, man, just 10 out of 10. Anything after that taste goes right out the window, and it's just you're chewing just a wad.
That's not enough time.
No, not at all.
That's a scam.
Hey, 2 minutes can be a long time.
That's why I remembered why I stopped getting that.
There you go, Matt.
What?
So I'm going to take that out.
What?
Oh, I know where you're going with that.
I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Can we, as adults, do you graduate past the candy gum though? I feel like as adults, it's like an unwritten rule, which I don't follow, by the way. But like it's an unwritten rule that unless you're like a baseball player, you graduate to, if you're gonna chew gum, it has to be like the minty gum,
like Orbit or
like there's
Extra.
very much adult gum, and then there's kid gum.
Yeah, I think you graduate. Now you can go back at times like I did and get a pack and be like, oh, reminiscing. Bazooka gum sometimes.
Underrated gum is the gum at the center of Blow Pops.
Ooh, I love that one.
Underrated gum.
Ooh, yeah.
But yes, Gum loses its flavor way too quickly. I can still smell that sucker, though. It smells like you lit a gum-scented candle in this room.
I'd be down with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a candle person?
I've learned along the years that they're actually not great for you if you don't get like clean ones. So
what are clean ones?
Clean burning.
Like woodwick?
Like soy.
What?
There's chemicals.
Clean burning candles?
Yeah, there's ones that are like really chemically.
Yeah, and that's not good for you.
And I think people are anti those.
Yeah,
that's like a new thing.
Yeah, I've cut down on that.
Well, I am very much a candle person. There are candles lit all the
Matt's just
time.
like, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Just
listen, give me a woodwick candle and
hey, I ain't judging. They smell
lit
good.
Room smells like campfire or cedar or like pine trees, and then like especially during the holiday season, there's a different scented candle for every holiday that I have in my house.
That's the time I think I'm in favor of some sort of a candle is during the holiday season. Like it's always that wintry type of vibe.
Oh yeah.
And Christmas, like just to have the vanilla or cinnamon bun or any of that stuff.
Yeah, Christmas candles are always lit in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Always lit. Especially in my office. I love candles.
Matt has his own office, Anthony.
Wow.
Well, it's a shared space with both my wife and son, too. My son has his little desk, and my wife has
you have
her.
your whole podcast.
Yeah, it's just it's a room. We have a 3-bedroom house.
Can I come stay?
We don't have a guest room. We have the master. We have
Could
an
you
office.
imagine me in that household? Your wife and me would just like
I'd kill both of you.
Torment you.
No, I can only handle one of you at a time. Both of you together, I will just combust. I will combust. Well, my wife has to put up with me watching the Hall of Fame game tonight. My son's actually really excited about it. Dad, we're watching football tonight because you're too young to recognize it. Sucks. But here's the question. Seriously, genuinely, do you think the NFL would ever consider overhauling the Hall of Fame game to make the football matter more? Like the Hall of Fame game is set to the Hall of Fame is the pinnacle of the week or weekend.
Yeah.
But do you think the NFL would ever consider, and I don't know what the change would be, maybe putting it at the end of preseason or putting it at like week 2 or week 3 of it's now 3 weeks. Week 2 of preseason, whatever is the day that the starters typically play the most, doing something to make it matter more than it does. Because the football itself, like as excited as we are for football to be back, the football in the Hall of Fame game sucks. It's brutal every single
It's a preseason
year.
game.
But it's a worse preseason game. It's like it's the barest bones of preseason football.
Yeah, I don't like it. To tell you the truth, it's almost like a fake out where we're excited because we hear the fact and we see it all advertised everywhere that they're going to play a game.
Yep.
And then you tune in maybe by chance and you're like, why did I do this? Mm-hmm. This was a fake out. This is just a whole bunch of, third stringers just getting on the field and it's bad football to watch. Mm-hmm. And also I think, the reason the Hall of Fame and the induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame is fabulous. And there's so many cool things, that happen with that and families go up there. I'm wondering, why do we have to have a game? Do we even have to have a game?
Well, because people are starved for football.
I know, but it's like there's maybe another thing or something else you could do in place of that that's not necessarily playing football, but maybe you have two teams. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a simple solution to it, but if you're going to play football, then play football.
See, I think there has to be a game for the sense of it's like the unofficial kickoff of football season. The Hall of Fame game is
But it doesn't do justice.
Exactly. Which is why I asked the question, because the NFL knows they don't have to implement anything because NFL is so king and people are so starved for football that the ratings for tonight's game are going to be good.
Yeah,
people are
for
just,
a while.
at the very least, people are just going to have it on as background noise because they, like me, will have it on in the house and manifest that it's a Monday night or a Thursday night or a Sunday morning. Like that's what people will do.
What if, real quick, sorry, because it just came to mind. What if you did it for the first game of the season and you pushed it to that time? And it would just be a neutral location. I mean, hell, they're going to Australia.
The Hall of Fame game from Australia.
But have it up, have it there or have it nearby and have it part of the celebration of the Hall of Fame weekend. But don't I don't know, have it be a real game.
If they were to push it back, I think it would remove a lot of the pageantry of what. Like, I think the NFL really likes the fact that the Hall of Fame game opens up preseason, and again, the NFL knows that people are going to be starved for football, and it's the ribbon cutting of the football season.
Yep.
That's what it is. But I don't think the NFL will ever have to do this. But I wonder if we would ever get to a point where, and it's funny, this is kind of the NBA brain coming in, because Adam Silver is always constantly worried about putting your best foot forward and people tuning out of games and things like that. Would the NFL ever mandate that, hey, for the first quarter or the first couple drives, like in the Hall of Fame game, if you get selected for the Hall of Fame game, your starters have to play, or you're that are healthy. And then, of course, teams might try and weasel their way out of it and go, well, my starter's not healthy. But the point is, if the NFL were to mandate to at least start the game that the best players on each team are playing to make the football itself matter more. Because genuinely, the last time I've cared about Hall of Fame game football, even when the Raiders were there, I didn't really care, was when they did the new NFL kickoff rules. And that was the first time we saw it. And it was like, okay, let's see what this looks like.
And then it was
That was the only reason to really be curious or to care. Then the football started and it's like, it doesn't matter anymore.
The NFLPA is not going to do that.
I'd be so mad if my starting quarterback got hurt at a Hall of Fame game.
But how is it any different from your starter getting hurt playing in a preseason
Because they're
game?
not playing in preseason
They shouldn't be doing
games.
that either. I don't want them doing any of it.
Yeah,
but
it's very rare.
They'll play a drive or two, typically in 1 or 2 preseason games, just to get reps, and then they're done.
I don't want it to be competitive. I want them to get warmed up for the season when the games matter. I don't want them playing more games.
Well, you don't have to have them play more games. Just have it take place of, let's say it's the Niners. Let's say the Niners are playing in the Hall of Fame game tonight.
That's probably a bad example.
Yeah, because they're all banged up. Then let's say the Raiders. Then, if the Raiders were playing in the Hall of Fame game, Fernando Mendoza probably wouldn't play, which I think is stupid. Have the rookies at least play a drive. Your prominent rookies, have them play a drive, just like you have them play a game or two in NBA Summer League. To me, okay, the Raiders have 4 weeks of preseason, including the Hall of Fame game. So instead of when week 2, Kirk Cousins is out there, have him play in the Hall of Fame game for a drive or two, just to make the beginning matter. And then everybody will tune out like everybody always does as preseason games go on when the 3rd and 4th stringers are in there who are fighting for roster spots.
But really, what are you getting out of that?
The game mattering at least a little bit
drive?
more at the beginning? Well, yeah, that's what preseason football is. Oh, at least I get to see the starters for a drive.
But that's also what they're trying to eliminate. They don't want – there has been serious discussion about eliminating preseason football. And
just having a month of training camp practices and nothing else?
And joint practices, yeah. So the joint practices, I think, from talking with even coaches, players themselves, joint practices, I think, are way more beneficial for these teams to actually see where they are. Now, the one thing that I don't like getting rid of preseason games is I don't like it for these young guys that are battling for roster spots, right? And young guys who are going out there trying to prove something, because that's what benefits them are these preseason games. But you're seeing more and more, and I even saw it in real time when I was covering the NFL. It's crazy, from when I first arrived in Tennessee, starters playing in those preseason games, to when I left, barely any starters would ever play in those games, just because that's the direction they're going in.
Right.
Now, there's some teams that actually play their starters. I can't remember the teams that do that, but there are some.
I agree with you that the NFLPA, the Players Association, would never go for this, but the NFLPA is, if we're being honest, kind of pushed around more than the NBA Players Association is. And ultimately, money is king in the NFL, and this is why the preseason will never go anywhere, because teams use the preseason to sell their season ticket packages, and there's preseason broadcasts and things of that nature, to where the NFL doesn't make a ton of money off of the preseason compared to, of course, their an average regular season week. But the preseason, there's money and there's a lot of stuff in there. I mean, I'm looking at right now. I'm on the official website of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, looking at buying tickets for tonight's game. Cheapest tickets are $92 for tonight's game.
God.
I'm on SeatGeek. So now let's do the third, like the trade market for tickets, right? Third party sellers. Cheapest tickets for a pair of tickets to the Hall of Fame game tonight are $38. Now that's not terrible, but like the stadium is going to be full because people again.
Well, it's not a NFL stadium either.
No, but there's hundreds of thousands of dollars being made for people going to these games. This is why I think the NFL doesn't have to change anything because people love football so much that they'll watch regardless just because they're happy to have it back. And they'll complain while watching it like I do. This sucks, but it's on because I want football back. But if it ever got to a point where people were like, I'm not watching this because it's so bad, I don't know if they'll ever get to this point. But I wonder if the NFL would ever consider mandating if we're selecting you for the Hall of Fame game, just like if you're selected to play an international game and coaches make a stink about it, but it is what it is. You have to play, maybe not every single first, like Trent Williams should never be playing in a Hall of Fame game. So maybe the Niners are a bad example with the amount of 30-plus-year-olds that they have. But if the Raiders were in the Hall of Fame game, if I'm the NFL, I'm mandating that Fernando Mendoza plays a drive. Because what the hell else are you watching for at that point? Aiden O'Connell? No thanks. I don't think the NFL is ever going to get there, but if it were the NBA, they'd probably do that.
It is weird, though, because I don't know if I was more excited about the Hall of Fame game in the past. I don't think I ever really was. I think I always just was like, okay, this is all just hype. Like, it's just to get people excited. I like the Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing.
Of course.
And I'll watch the speeches and stuff. But I think you're right. It's a money thing. The NFL wants to make money every corner they turn, right? Every excuse they can get, they want to own the calendar. And you're right. It's kind of a bummer because you turn it on and you're seeing Carson Beck and Kenny Pickett. And it's like, okay, what's the significance of this? I mean, I guess the one thing, the Arizona, maybe Carson Beck eventually becomes their starter. I don't know.
Sure.
So,
but it's the same thing that's been the debate with Thursday Night Football for so long. The NFL knows that if they put a game in front of you and that's the only game on, you're still going to watch it regardless of who's playing.
Like
because
you said,
there's nothing else.
Background TV music, whatever you want to call it.
It's still on. What is the Hall of Fame game competing with tonight? Major League Baseball?
Yeah, which
who cares? Me
watching a movie.
Yeah.
Finding Netflix
you
show.
Choosing to do something else, but there are starved NFL crazies out there. I guarantee you, Cardinals, Panthers fans are very excited just to see their team play tonight.
Now, I will say this. As a person, and I don't know how fans are, maybe fans don't get this specific. Some fans do. As a person who was covering one of those teams, I would be interested in watching the game, absolutely, because I'm monitoring who's fighting for roster spots. I'm monitoring the camp stories. Like, that stuff's fascinating to me, and I'm obsessed with that kind of stuff. And maybe the detailed fan is also. But if you're not a fan of that team, the casual viewer, it's just like, what? Who are these randoms out on the field?
Before we get to the ultimate NFL debate, let's go to Daniel. The phone line's early today. What up, Daniel?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good to hear. Hey, I was listening online, and one of the guys I listened to was talking to Alex Boone, who used to play for the 49ers.
Yeah.
He said he knows exactly what their issue is, why there's so many people getting hurt. He goes, when he played, they had the mini camps, and they would do a lot of physical running, a lot of training. They would just work their butts off. And then they would go into regular camp and they would go over, plays, actually doing some of the game day stuff. He goes, they don't go into the mini camp now, and they don't get that burn. They don't get to ramp up. So when they go into camp and they try to run plays, they get hurt every single year. And I don't understand why Kyle, 10 years in, is still doing the same. I don't know why he's doing the same thing. Hasn't he learned, or does he just not think that's the problem? I don't know what's going on here.
That's the stubbornness of Kyle Shanahan.
And we've talked about that, and it's a great point, and thanks for sharing that, because you're right. I think some coaches are stubborn in that way, that they're just never going to change the way they do things. But at some point, the Niners, it's gotten so bad that there's got to be somebody who is going to sit down and be like, either fix the training staff or fix the way we're ramping up. Because if it's not the substation, which they've said it's not, then you got to start eliminating all the other things.
Yeah.
But you have to make moves. They haven't made moves to do that, and we're seeing this whole thing happen again.
To Daniel's point, though, I know there are significant limitations to what the team and team activities they can do before the designated training camp and practice windows and mini camp things and stuff like that. So there's requirements of a lot of individual work going into camp, but obviously that's less team controlled versus, I'd imagine, I don't know this for certain, but back in the day, things were probably more lenient with, hey, we're working on this very stuff specifically and getting this working specifically and build up to training camp so that your bodies are almost ready for the football activity now that we're throwing on top of it. But
I think it's more of a training staff thing, but
you could be right. When we come back, the ultimate NFL debate. Wars have been started. Families destroyed over the preferences and this very football topic. Will it destroy this show? Matt George, Kayla Anderson, Anthony with us. We'll dive into it next. Gloves coming off right here on Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Wands at the ready, baseball fans. It's Harry Potter night with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, August 22nd at Sutter Health Park. Step into a night of magical fun, themed excitement, and Rivercats baseball. Don't miss the magic. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good?
It's Alan Styles. With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason. Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
In life, they say, especially in comedy, good things come in threes.
Oh, I thought it said small packages.
That too, I guess.
Okay.
In the National Football League, we have a big four. And these four resonate and connect with people in different ways, whether it's brand loyalty or just what you associate your Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. It's a sound that makes you feel something. But everybody has their favorite. And if you say you don't, you're a liar. And there is a right or wrong answer in the eyes of your friends and your fellow football fans. And will there be battle lines drawn on this very show today? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the big four that we are discussing. The first. The NFL on Fox theme rings before every 49er game.
Oh, boy.
And any Fox football game. And then you have
CBS.
The NFL on CBS. Yes. The sound of my childhood airing before every single Oakland Raiders game. And now Las Vegas Raiders game as well. On Sunday nights, after we hear Carrie Underwood sing.
I'm over that.
We have the NFL on NBC Sunday Night Football theme. And finally, Monday Night Football on ESPN. Sorry, Prime, Thursday Night Football, you're being left out because your theme is just kind of whatever. You have Monday Night Football on ESPN.
Yeah.
Four themes that I will listen to one after another in my car this time of year to just fire me up for football season. But which is the best? Which is the most elite? I have my answer, and wars have been started over this very topic. It could be brand loyalty. It could be simply the sound. But which is your favorite? Which is the best in the mind of Kayla Anderson?
All right. So, first of all, that I got in the mood, the football mood.
It's a mood setter.
It was bringing me to the actual season. So, I do love the CBS broadcasts. I feel like I've probably watched more CBS broadcasts overall than any other with the particular football that I watch or that I did watch. But there's just something about the Monday Night Football theme that just the whole dun 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 dun, like it just gets the stage set for then the broadcasters. You know, obviously we've got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman now, but there's been many in the past, and they open up in the booth and they go to the booth and then they go down to the side. Just I can almost predict everything that will ensue.
When I hear this theme and I close my eyes, I see an aerial stadium shot.
Yes.
That's what I see.
Yeah. Like, it brings me to my own picture that I can paint. And whatever team that might be on Monday Night Football, you can kind of like etch that in as soon as this opens up. Mm-hmm. So I think it's the best one in terms of painting a true picture of what you're about to see.
Anthony?
So the Sunday night and the Monday night themes are like comfort themes to me.
Uh-huh.
I think my favorite is the Fox theme. Like 100%. It's anxiety because it's before every 49ers game. I'm sitting there at 1 p.m. and I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm freaking out. Like, it's right after the 10 a.m. games. I'm like doing deep breaths because someone's going to get hurt or like something terrible is going to happen.
You're meditating.
It's full anxiety, and I'm like always with my friends because like on Sunday mornings, me and my friends play D&D. So from like 10 to like 1, we're all 49er fans, and we're like talking about the game, and then we know that it's time to stop playing the game, and we start watching football. It's this one is like very personal to me. Like, this one feels like something that like I associate with my life.
Sure.
And I like this one the most. I also think it sounds best.
When you have your team that plays on one network, that's typically the one that resonates the most with you. Now, I watch a lot of, we watch on all four.
Sure.
All the platforms because we just love football, and that's the common football fan. But whatever network your team typically plays on, for all the reasons that Anthony just illustrated there, that's the theme that just sticks with you. That's the theme that speaks to like football season being back. And that's why Kick Drew Down's ass out the chat with his hate of the CBS theme.
Matt's
that's
about to
why
get hated on.
NFL on CBS is the best freaking theme out there. I hear this, and I think the Raiders are about to get their ass kicked, but I'm going to have a fun time. I hear this theme, and I feel like it's cold outside. I hear this theme, and I smell barbecue. The best energy, Raider football on CBS. Here's Tony Romo when he's not getting pulled over.
It won't be him this year.
Greg Olsen, maybe.
J.J. Watt right now.
J.J. Watt.
I don't disagree with you.
This theme is my absolute favorite
Someone said
theme.
it was boring. I guess this is what reminds me most, because this is what most of the teams that I've covered have played on, is CBS. So I automatically know the voices of what you're getting introduced into, the different crews, you know. Welcome into, da-da-da. I could totally picture that too, but it's not my favorite.
Well, you're wrong. But you're right. But you're wrong.
So are we all out on
I guess
NBC?
NFL on NBC is out, huh?
You know why?
I like it.
You know why, though? I think a lot of their openings are similar, like for the Olympics. Like, they have some similar type of opening. So it's like, to me, like, it's not its own outright.
Yeah.
Because I do believe they kind of have similar openings for different things.
I agree.
With the sports, right?
It's just more so like I'm watching a sport at 5 p.m. like with dinner. Like, that's how I feel about this one. It's not a very specific, like, I associate it specifically with football. It's just like, I'm happy that there's sports on. It's on. I'm cooking. We're good.
I also associate the sounds with the graphics and with the visuals. So when I hear the NFL on Fox theme, it's the robot.
Yeah.
And when when it's the NFL on CBS theme, it's just their little circular graphic thing that they do, coming back and going to break. But this theme makes me think slow motion replay. Like when this theme plays, I think someone just scored and you have like the spike in slow motion and then the close up on the coach's face smiling with a fist pump in slow motion. Yeah. That's what I think with this thing. And it's also amazing. We could have turned this into a game, but we didn't. It's amazing. You can play probably 1 second of each of these themes and people will know exactly what it is that quickly.
For sure.
Like, credit to all of these networks for creating these themes that just resonate with people.
I think, too, why this irks me a little bit is Chris Collinsworth irks me a little. I think he's a little bit over the top sometimes. Some of his takes I don't really love, but I always think like the whole sliding in thing when he slides into the shot on his chair.
Like sideways? Yeah,
and I just am like, oh God, here we go again.
You don't like that?
He annoys me.
Really?
Too goofy?
No, not too goofy. I think he's a little full of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone Oh, that's an ad.
Wait,
That's an ad.
Guess that one.
Someone brought up in the comment section something.
What is the Thursday Night Football one?
Thursday Night Football theme? Oh, well, on Prime. I think. Well, hold on.
Barely real.
Because now I'm not even remembering what it is, but I'm really curious as to.
Thursday.
I also associate Sunday night with Carrie Underwood more than
Me
I
too.
associate
Yes,
it with.
and I
100%.
don't. And unfortunately,
Everybody's ready for
I used to like her. I don't like her anymore.
What's wrong with Carrie?
Well, lived in Nashville for a while. And
Oh, all right. I get
Here's
okay.
some things.
Thursday night. Well, this is on CBS from 2014. Oh, is it the Let 'Em Know?
Oh, that's right.
Hold on.
This is the boozy one. She boozy. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but that's not. This doesn't count.
That's not the opening though.
If this counts, then it's Carrie Underwood for the other one.
Well, but I don't think like
They don't have a like open.
Hold on.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it's yeah.
No, Prime.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You missed.
If we don't know it, then yeah.
Back to the drawing board.
But that's the opening.
I do appreciate that they're trying to do more modern and get away from the classic horns and sounds of football, but you missed.
Yeah.
You missed. But let me tell you,
that's pretty funny.
This is really,
we all said something different.
This is only important to Raider fan, and I admit this. But this is genuinely one of my favorite just sounds in the world. One of my favorite sounds, and every Raider fan can relate to this. You know what this is, don't you?
The autumn wind is a pirate.
This is the greatest.
Blustering
I get chills
from
every
sea.
time I hear autumn wind.
With a rollicking song, he sweeps along.
Get to the actual music.
Swaggering boisterously.
Hold on.
As he fun.
There he goes. Go. Chills. Sucks that this is such an epic theme for such a bad football theme. One of the greatest sounds on the planet.
I love like the old stuff.
Autumn wind. The sound of Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that actually messed
We should mix that one.
a little better than I would
mixtape
expect
there.
it to. All right, we'll take the break. When we come back, speaking of Fernando Mendoza, apparently Tom Brady is the one that is really leading the charge to keep Fernando Mendoza out until he's ready. We'll hear about that and talk about that when we come back. Plus, we'll go back to 49ers training camp. Brian Peacock from Locked On 49ers joins us at 11 o'clock. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, get early access to our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
This Green and Gold Injury Report is brought to you by the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. If you get in an injury, just call Gingery. Zach Geloff is set to start a rehab assignment in Las Vegas this week, coming off his knee injury. JT Ginn is coming off the 15-day IL and will pitch in Cincinnati. Both Jacob Wilson and Nick Kurtz were out of the lineup last Sunday. Wilson with tendonitis in his knee, Kurtz for his hand. He is scheduled to see a hand specialist in LA this week to determine his next steps.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms?
At Gingery, Hammer, and Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end.
Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
$10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
I almost guarantee you Brian Peacock has a opinion on those NFL themes and which one is the best one. We'll talk to Brian Peacock in the next segment, get an update on everything with Niners training camp, get his thoughts on the growing list of Niner injuries, especially going into their joint practices with the Tennessee Titans coming up. But as of right now, Anthony, were you able to get this ready? Sorry, I forgot to double check with you.
I will get it up right now.
So we've heard and know that the plan in Las Vegas, they brought Kirk Cousins in to mentor Fernando Mendoza, but also hold down the starting quarterback position until Fernando is ready to take it over. And as much as that irks me as an impatient Raider fan who just wants to see our Wonder Boy play, I understand, of course, all of the logic behind it. Hate the idea that Fernando could be on the bench all season. Don't think that's going to happen. But apparently, according to Dan Graziano from ESPN, it's Tom Brady who knows a thing or two about being a quarterback in the NFL. Tom Brady, minority owner of the Raiders, who is the one that is kind of spearheading this patience movement with Fernando. Hello? Dan? Nope. Let's try again. Dan! Now's your time. That's your cue, Dan.
Where you at, Dan?
That's your cue, Dan. Dan?
Audio's just not working for me.
Wow. Let me, so you know what? Let's try it on this end. Dan's shy. Everybody.
He shouldn't be shy. This is his profession, man. To talk for a living.
Turn away so Dan isn't too shy. This is great. This is great radio. Love when this happens. Love when audio doesn't work. It's my absolute favorite. Please hold. We are getting everything set up now.
I wonder how much time Tom Brady spends in that facility. Like, and now that the NFL season is going to start, like, he's doing broadcasts.
I doubt
he's the A-team. But it's just, then this kind of stuff is a little surprising to me. It's like these guys, these coaches, these GMs, these front office officials, they're there every day.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom's like, nah, Tom has a say.
Okay. Dan is finally ready to talk. All right, here, Dan, tell us why Tom Brady is the one urging the Raiders to be patient with Fernando Mendoza.
Everyone gets it that it's going to be Mendoza's job when the time comes, and until then, it's going to be Cousins' job. Like, what are you looking forward to seeing and asking when you get there today?
Yeah, I mean, I do think this is largely settled ground. I think if Kirk Cousins doesn't start week 1 for the Raiders, assuming he's healthy, I think at this point that would be a surprise. The Raiders seem to be making it clear they want to go about it this way. I've been told that Tom Brady is actually like the voice in the building that is the strongest in terms of, we should wait, we should sit Fernando Mendoza until he's ready till we're ready for him. I heard you guys talking a little bit ago about Stephon Diggs and how important he could be for Jaden Daniels. They don't have anybody like that. They don't have anybody like that in their receiver room, for Fernando Mendoza at this point. So it's a Raider team that knows it's at the beginning of a project, and they want to make sure Fernando Mendoza doesn't get thrown in there before they put him in a position to succeed. Greeny, I always go back to a conversation I had with Eli Manning about 6-7 years into his career, and he said he was glad he did both things his rookie year. He sat behind Kurt Warner for about half the season, and then he got to start for the second half of the season. So when he became the starter full-time in his second year, it wasn't unfamiliar to him. So something along those lines with Fernando Mendoza might make a lot of sense.
I like the fact that they bring up kind of both sides of the coin. It's until Fernando Mendoza's ready, which you'll hear a lot of people say, until the rookie quarterback is ready. He knows the offense. He understands the playbook. He's just strong and ready and not being like thrown to the wolves. But the other side of that coin is what he said there. Till the Raiders are ready for him.
Right.
Whether it's, we talked about the offensive line not being just a disaster to where he could get sacked and killed in the pocket, to they talked about the receiving core and who the hell is Fernando Mendoza going to be throwing to, and veteran that he has out there, veteran receiver to rely upon. So it's twofold. I'm glad they brought both sides of that up.
Yeah, I just think they've done enough in terms of whether it be talking with guys like Tom Brady, who have actually played the game at the highest level, is considered the GOAT by many, has his toes dipped in there. I'm not going to say he, like I said, is probably there all the time and knows every single thing that's happening within the organization.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they go to him and say, hey, what is your opinion on when Mendoza should start? And I'm sure Tom has given his opinion on that. And he's also seen other quarterbacks deal with makeshift lines that haven't been good, that have then disrupted a quarterback's growth. And then, as soon as a quarterback shows a weakness as a young quarterback, their confidence starts to get hit because they're going to be taking hits from the fans and the media. This is just how it happens, right?
He's like a quarterback consultant.
Yeah, I would say like they're not probably going with his idea then and there. I think that is truly up to the GM and the coach.
Right.
The coach, honestly, more than anything, because he's the one's drawing up plays. He's the one that's in the meeting rooms. But I think you take Tom's advice to some capacity and then you mix it in with what your true thoughts are. That's why I think you're going to get a little bit of in the middle. That's why I truly think you start Kirk Cousins until you feel the line is up to par and you feel Mendoza has everything down. Because remember, you are throwing a playbook at an NFL rookie quarterback. He's smart, but it's a lot to take hold of and then actually go out there and do it perfectly or do it to the point where you're not going to get criticism. So I like the fact he's easing in, but I do think it's going to be valuable if he plays at some point this season. I think he needs to.
I'm very interested in like the concept of how much Tom Brady is involved in Fernando Mendoza's development, because there's no question. I mean, he's the GOAT quarterback, one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. He obviously knows how to play the position and knows what it takes to be a franchise quarterback.
Sure.
But also, Tom's circumstance coming into the league is very, very different from Fernando Mendoza's circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza is coming in as the number one overall pick and labeled as the franchise changer. Tom Brady was very much not. He became that for the Patriots. But the one thing Tom does understand very well from all his years with Bill Belichick in New England is how much the system matters and has to complement the talent of the player, right?
Yeah.
Tom obviously did so much and was an incredible quarterback and all the MVPs and all the accolades to win all the rings. But there's a large part of Tom Brady's conversation, Tom Brady's history, that you have to bring up Bill Belichick and him being in kind of the right place, right time. So if Brady understands anything, it's that, well, the Raiders need to be ready to be the right kind of system for Fernando so that he can succeed. But Fernando is coming in with far more pressure than Tom Brady ever had, too.
Absolutely. And, Tom, I think everybody relates to a little bit of what they went through to get to where they are. And for Tom, I think maybe why he's all about Kirk Cousins right now. And, then Fernando will get in there when he can, because he spent a year behind Drew Bledsoe on the bench behind a great quarterback. And unfortunately, in year 2, Drew got hurt, but I feel Tom feels like sitting behind Drew for a year, he was then ready to come into that spot. And so much so that he won the job and he took over as the quarterback eventually. So I think he relates a lot to like his situation too when he was with the Patriots as a young player.
Sure. We'll take the break. When we come back, Brian Peacock from Locked On 49ers joins us. We'll get his thoughts on, of course, the NFL themes, but also what's going down in Niner training camp. The injury list is spooky to all of us. But joint practices are coming up with the Titans, which is very exciting too. We'll get Brian's thoughts on that and more next on your home, Sacramento home of San Francisco 49ers football. It's Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you. Like, you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Exercise and golf have been two important activities in my life. I opened Golf Fitness Solutions in 2013 to help my fellow golf enthusiasts improve their posture, relieve their pain, gain strength and endurance, and most importantly, hit the ball farther. From beginners to professionals, I've had success working with all ages and all skill levels, and I can help you too. Located in Carmichael, call us at 916-802-5175 or go to golffitnesssolutions.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is, live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Catch the future of San Francisco Giants baseball right here in Sacramento with the Sacramento Rivercats at Sutter Health Park. See tomorrow's stars take the field today and be part of the big league journey. Get your Rivercats baseball tickets now at rivercats.com.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
Looking forward to being joined by Brian Peacock from Locked On 49ers, talking the continuation of Niners training camp.
There was an update, real quick, on the Niners. So they're at practice again.
Yep.
Today, and here's some good news.
Oh.
Real quick. At practice today, back at practice, Dejon Stribling, rookie wide receiver. Dre Greenlaw, linebacker, and defensive tackle Osa Udigizua.
Oh, good.
Back at practice.
Hey, they're getting healthier. Look at that.
Let's go.
Progress. Steps in the right direction. So are we feeling better now?
I'm going to feel better on like Monday when we have some sort of an update before joint practices, because that to me will be telling on who they put out on the field, because Tennessee's coming all the way over there. They want to go up against their best guys, but who's going to be on the field? Who can they actually put on the field? They feel comfortable with that whole thing, that the injury is not a thing. That's when we're going to see what we're really dealing with here.
Quick side note, but something that resonates, I know, with a lot of people here. It's the end of an era. The legend, Mike Krukow.
Oh, I see that.
Who has broadcasted San Francisco Giants games for 36 years, announced that he's going to be retiring at the end of this season. A voice synonymous, not just with Giants baseball, but just with baseball, period. Crazy.
Yeah.
Kruk has been incredible for so many years, and it's like a real treat. And it's like one of those things where you don't know what you got till it's gone type thing. And people have appreciated Kruk and Kipe forever. But it's going to be so weird next year. Well, if we get a next baseball season, that is. But it's going to be so weird watching Giants baseball without hearing his voice. It's going to be very different.
There's always those. That's what's so hard about sports, is whether it be your favorite athlete that retires or your favorite broadcaster you've had, and that you turn on and you're used to hearing that voice. But when they eventually retire, it's like the end of an era. And for some, the end of like remembering what your childhood was growing up watching these sports. So it's always tough. But I remember, seeing the broadcast, and I think for the first time over here, and being like, man, these guys have been doing this for a long time. A long time. But there's a lot of changes going on there in San Francisco. My goodness.
Also, another NFL side note, Adam Schefter shared that the Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, and Las Vegas Raiders all had reached out to Stephon Diggs before he ultimately decided to sign a deal with the Washington Commanders.
Name those teams one more time.
Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, and Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, so the Raiders did
reached out to Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Doesn't say they offered him contracts or anything like that, but
interesting.
He is a Commander.
I think it's a good spot for him. I really
Washington?
do. I do. I think it's a good spot. I think Jaden Daniels is probably happy to have him there.
Oh, I can imagine. Doesn't make one guy in particular too happy, but oh well.
I read something too. He couldn't even do anything if he wanted to, Brandon Ayuk, in terms of signing with the team, because he's got all this stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
So it's a
mess.
Pipe dream.
'Tis a mess. Well, we're still waiting. Brian Peacock will hopefully join us here
Is he at practice?
very shortly.
Because I know practice is going on literally as we speak.
I think
with the San Francisco 49ers.
I think he's handling some duties. He just texted. Oh, there we go. Anthony's getting him on the phone right now. So very excited to speak to Brian Peacock here very, very shortly. It's nice to be able to ask him about some of the good news in terms of the health, at least improving slightly for the Niners. Let's bring Brian Peacock in right now, the host of the Locked On 49ers podcast. Brian, we'll bring you into a debate/fun conversation that we had to start the show earlier today. With the Hall of Fame game returning, it's like the unofficial football is back, even though the quality of football is not the best tonight. But one thing I always do this time of the year when I'm ready for football to come back in my car is I listen to the 4 major NFL themes for each of the different broadcasts on the way in. And everybody typically has their own opinions on which ones are the best. From NFL on Fox, which is where you can watch Niner games, to NFL on CBS. And then, of course, the Monday Night Football theme and Sunday Night Football theme. Do you have a a preference or a favorite of those themes that we those sounds that we so deeply associate with football?
You know, I do have a deep connection to the original themes, but growing up as a kid and that feeling that it gives you, and sometimes it hits when you haven't heard it in a while. But I am in a place where I try as hard as I can to not hear any intros, any overplayed out, try too hard theme songs. I avoid every halftime show, especially the Super Bowl halftime show. I want ball. I'm all about ball. I don't care about anything else at this stage in my life. I might have a sickness.
Well, hopefully the sickness isn't keeping you out or on the injury report like we've been seeing. Unfortunately, the growing list now shrinking a little bit with some of the injuries early on in Niner training camp. What do you make of it? It's hard for Niner fans to not get spooked by it or feel a certain type of way, but it also seems like the Niners are very much erring on the side of caution, especially with some of their veteran players.
I do have some of that general soreness going on that Nick Bosa and Dre Greenlaw have, right. but it hasn't kept me out. I am not on the injured list. I'm still performing today. It's the specific injuries the 49ers are dealing with this training camp is interesting because there's so many of them, but none of them by themselves are really alarming. Like some quad tightness, some soreness. Carver Willis, the rookie fourth-round offensive lineman, has a concussion. The 49ers had to make a little addition to a camp body offensive lineman just to get through some practices today. And so, Mike Evans with a quad, and Stribling's tight hamstring. These are just minor injuries by themselves. It's like, that's not a big deal. Be smart about it. Keep these guys out and make sure they're good and ready to go for the regular season. But when you just have the sheer volume of all of them together with the history that we've gone through covering the 49ers and 49ers fans out there that have this PTSD from all of the injuries that they've seen accumulate over the seasons, it feels like a much bigger thing than actually each individual injury itself is. And really, once you start talking about 20-plus players that are hurt, you might start running into problems fielding a team for these joint practices next week, which they have canceled before. In fact, 2 years ago they did that. And so, you need to be able to field a team and actually practice with each other and be able to field a team for these preseason games to get better as a team. So that's the big worry now, is just the sheer volume, not really how extensive any of the individual injuries are.
Brian Peacock of Locked On 49ers joins us on the Matt and Kayla Show. So, Brian, we have so many listeners who are calling in and they're like, they have their own theories about the injuries and what should they do and what shouldn't they do. And to each is your own. But I do want to ask you, can you kind of clarify what they did specifically with this training staff in the offseason, if they did anything? And has that ever really been discussed? Because I've covered a team before that had soft tissue injuries for 3 straight years, and finally the coach had to fire the training staff and revamp everything, and then these soft tissue injuries went away. So I'm just curious, have they really talked about the training staff side of any of this?
No, and they did change training staffs years ago because the end of the Harbaugh era into the beginning of the Shanahan era, there was, a lot of injuries at that period too. And so they did revamp the training staff, but since then, and it's been, multiple years now, they haven't really changed anything with the training staff since then. The one thing they did do this offseason, though, is change the practice schedule. Instead of a 3 days on, 1 day off thing, they do 2 days on, then do a quote-unquote jog through, then have another practice, then the 5th day is the off day. So it gives them kind of a half day off in between. Sure. And so they thought maybe that is something that can help them out. Clearly that has not so far. And then obviously there's the looming electricity over the whole thing, which is, seems like a farce, but the longer it goes on. And the other thing that happened is they trimmed trees along the side of the practice facility that used to block some of the view of the substation. Now, every time they post something on social media, you see a picture of Mike Evans going out to make a catch, and all you see is this massive substation behind the team practicing, and it's even more ominous from before. I mean, I think from a PR standpoint, they needed to do something, at least tell the social people, like, dude, you got to point the cameras in the other direction at least.
Right.
Now lean into the bit.
Photoshop something in right behind him.
Lean into the bit. When the Niners win every year, they can do their own version of Light the Beam, which is just like spark the substation or something like that.
I like that. Just make this crazy lightning electricity happen, and that's fantastic. That is a great idea. Light the substation.
What's the shame on me? I should know this. What's the name of the 49ers mascot?
That is Sourdough Sam.
Sourdough Sam, because they have the famous foghorn that they'll sound at Levi Stadium. You should just have Sourdough Sam just pull a gigantic substation lever that turns on the stadium right before every single game. Lean into the bit, I say.
You black out the stadium and then you just charge up the substation. That's fantastic.
Yes, love that. Brian, unfortunately, amongst the injury list, there are all kind of these small injuries that you talk about. The severity is not really the story, but then there's the story of Ricky Pearsall, right? And going down all season with this injury. He has to have surgery, and as you know, the NFL just passes you by and moves so quickly. And Pearsall was already an older rookie when he was drafted, and now the Niners have used another one of their top picks on Stribling. So Pearsall probably already had a little sweat on the back of his neck about someone kind of taking his status as the future wide receiver 1 in San Francisco. I'm not saying that the Niners are going to quit on Pearsall or move on from Pearsall or anything like that, but there is definitely a feeling of just everything is passing him by, and that he just isn't reliable for the 49ers going forward. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously that injury is something that was a holdover from last year, so you can't really count it as a new injury necessarily. But for Ricky Pearsall, you just feel terrible for the young man because he can't get his career on track. And when he has been on the field, I always say this, and just to break playing wide receiver down to the simplest terms, the dude can flat out get open, and he's got pure hands and can catch the ball. So if you can get open and catch the ball, and we've seen what he's been able to do in Kyle Shanahan's offense in the limited times that he's been fully healthy, and he was a big part of the game plan coming into the year last year, and we only got to see it for 3 or 4 weeks. And then he went on the shelf. And unfortunately, hindsight, you wish you could have just done the surgery last year, and then 9 months after that would have put him in a spot where he'd be back and ready to go now, because it clearly was an injury that took longer to heal last year than they thought. And then they, again in the offseason had an opportunity to maybe try that because it was still bothering them. But they, I guess with the PCL surgery, it's not as clean and doesn't have the track record of an ACL surgery when it's repaired for players coming back at the level that they were before. So I think you might, in those situations, lean a little bit more to rehab than going straight under the knife for the PCL specifically. But yeah, you're not going to pick up his 5th-year option now. And so he's going to be coming into the 4th year of his rookie contract, the final year of his deal. And you're still not going to really know what you have in Ricky Pearsall, not be able to plan to have him for a full season as one of your players, and probably now has been leapfrogged by other players on the roster. And he's going to have to fight for his spot on the team. And it just really hurts his long-term outlook as a 49er and as an NFL player, because he should be thinking about, oh man, I'm gonna have a big year this season, and all of a sudden have this big contract extension looming, and now he's just trying to get back on the field and prove that he's an NFL player.
Brian, with that injury, obviously we saw the signing of Deebo Samuel, so he returns to the 49ers, and I know a lot of the players were very excited about that and welcoming him back. What do you see his role being this year, at least to start the season for Deebo Samuel?
And so it goes for young players in the NFL trying to get their footing, especially at wide receiver. So, like, Dejon Stribling comes into the training camp, looks really good in the first few practices, and everyone's super high on him. And it's like, man, maybe he'll take Ricky Pearsall's job. Ricky Pearsall gets hurt. It's like, oh, it's wide open now. And then the 49ers say, yeah, you know what, not so fast. They bring back Deebo Samuel, and then the same day, now Dejon Stribling's hamstring gets a little bit tight. And so I really do think that Dejon Stribling's going to take a backseat to start his career, which happens for wide receivers around the NFL, especially in Kyle Shanahan's offense. It's difficult to have that, to earn that trust from the play caller and your quarterback. I think he'll be involved, but I think Debo's just going to slide right back into his Z receiver spot. Give the 49ers a player that they can count on there. They can give you the yards after catch. He's still really good last year in Washington in that regard, and so I think Dejon Stribling might still be a little bit blocked there to start his career now by Deebo Samuel, who's basically just going to take all of the snaps that Ricky Pearsall is going to get.
We have Brian Peacock with us, covers the San Francisco 49ers diligently for Locked On 49ers, the Locked On 49ers podcast. Brian, amongst the positive notes recently, there's been a lot, especially yesterday, about the day that Brock Purdy had and how just efficient he looks, how sharp he looks, the fact that he's been avoiding falling into this injury bug, knock on wood, as of right now. What have you made and heard and seen from Brock and his performances so far as he's going into a season where if the Niners are going to have a chance to win that division, Brock needs to take another step?
Yeah, and it sounds like Quadzilla himself is actually even a little sturdier than he was in years past, and he's always been a little bit stronger player than I think people realize. But yeah, he looks great. It's not going to be lack of effort for Brock Purdy ever, so he's put in the work clearly in the offseason. And it's a huge year for Brock Purdy in that I think Kyle Shanahan essentially, and I think we might have talked about this a little bit before training camp, is Kyle Shanahan in the offseason surprised me a little bit because the way they built the team, but the way the season ended, you thought, man, they just got really beat up front and they couldn't move the ball and get it. They couldn't get a yard on 3rd and 4th and 1 against the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to have to do something about that. And Kyle Shanahan said, you know what we need to actually do is we need to draft another 4-3 wide receiver with our first pick, and we need to bring in Mike Evans, and we need to be better winning one-on-ones on the outside. And that might open up everything else on offense. And if that's the case, I think really Brock Purdy is going to be unleashed this year and be allowed to make more big boy throws. And I've always called Kyle Shanahan's offense aggressively intermediate because while he's not bombing the ball deep down the field, he's not throwing checkdowns either. And he really asks his quarterbacks to throw tight window throws over the middle of the football field. But I wonder if we might see more bigger throws on the outside. And that might open things up, and that'll mean bigger numbers for Brock Purdy. And if he's up to the challenge, we might be talking about him in the MVP conversation.
We, for some reason, and I think it's like crazy that there was all these injuries last year, and Christian McCaffrey was able to pretty much stay healthy and do what he did. And we've seen him this year at camp, and he looks great. We've seen the off-season workouts that he's been doing. He changes things up every year. With you seeing him and just kind of how he's going about his business this year, what do you expect out of this guy, again, who just continues to kind of be a workhorse for this team?
Yeah, it's really hard for me to project what this 49ers offense is going to look like for the reason of age. And they're in a really unique spot because the older players on their team have a lot of wear and tear on their bodies, as you do if you're a really good player and you're over 30 years old in the NFL. That means you've been through a lot, right? And they've got multiple future Hall of Famers, and many of them with some extensive injury histories. And the two biggest indicators for future injury are past injuries and age. And so the 49ers are going to be leaning on a lot of guys that meet that description. And when you look at someone like Christian McCaffrey, again, nobody's going to put in more work than Christian McCaffrey, and he's not going to be. It's not going to be a lack of effort for a reason that he might not be good this season. He's going to be awesome when he's out there. He's a special player. He's one of the best I've ever seen catching the football out of the backfield. And by all accounts, he's got a little bit more juice and a little bit more explosion this season than I think he did. Kind of have a little bit of a drop of a half a step of that burst last year. Did he get it back now that he's been another year removed from his Achilles tendonitis? But man, the history is not kind to those who are 30-plus-year-old running backs who have carried the ball, have touched the ball 450 times the year before. But, man, right now he looks awesome, and I'm never going to doubt these guys. You know, George Kittle coming back from Achilles, future Hall of Famer Trent Williams, future Hall of Famer Mike Evans, future Hall of Famer Christian McCaffrey, right? These guys, I'm never going to doubt any of them, but it'll be a very rare case if the 49ers get a mostly healthy and successful season out of, 5+ skill guys that are 30+ years old that have a little bit of an injury history.
Well, Niner training camp sure opened with some stunning and unusual news with the news of Kyle Shanahan's car accident that he went through. And I know he's still there in spirit, but hasn't been speaking with the media really and doing most or all of his normal coaching duties. Are you able to shed light at all, Brian, just from what you've heard, what you've seen about how involved Kyle Shanahan continues to be and what his limitations are with the accident that he faced?
Yeah, and I know that he's pulling some strings behind the scenes, and luckily to start training camp, there's a lot of stuff that was already decided, and I don't think you need your head coach and your play caller really is the important part of this to be that heavily involved. And, just knowing what he went through and the fact that he, loud noises, like what's louder than a football stadium on Sundays, right? And bright lights and those are the things that are going to bother him. It worries me in that, can he put in the, how soon will he be able to put in the hours that it takes and have the mental focus to game plan for NFL football and get on a 17-hour flight to Australia and, how much those types of things, being in a stadium on game day and locked in with concussion syndromes, how long is it going to take him to be 100% and be able to be the guy he's been? Because Kyle Shanahan as a game planner gives the 49ers the biggest advantage that they have. And it's a pretty big deal. I think they're optimistic that he will be back and ready to go by week 1. He's not quite there yet, but man, I think the toll that NFL coaches, and especially someone like Kyle Shanahan, who's a head coach, offensive play caller, the toll that you go through and the hours that you put in and, how much you have to be, breaking down film and doing all these things and be in the stadium on game day and focus and you've got, people yelling in your ear and you're yelling at people. That's a lot to go through. And so it could be disastrous, to be honest with you, if he's not ready to go, because again, he's the most important part of this whole thing for the 49ers. But on the other hand, if he is back and ready to go, I could see this being part of a storyline of just such an improbable start to potentially a Super Bowl season. And so we've talked about so many great players today that the 49ers have, and Kyle Shanahan, and how this has all come together. And there's just so many twists and turns that this thing could take. We could be talking about a big game in February, and we could be talking about a season that was just doomed to start because the head coach wasn't even healthy to come into the year. It's just a fascinating team to cover for those reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian Peacock of Locked On 49ers with us today on the Matt and Kayla Show. So you mentioned joint practices coming up on Tuesday with the Tennessee Titans, the first of 2 joint practices this preseason. And you're right. I mean, there are questions I know with people I cover back with the Titans are like, are they even going to have this practice? As an outsider looking in, if they do, and it looks like they're going to, what are some of the bigger storylines, at least for the Niners, you're looking for of kind of showcasing? Because we're going to see a lot more when you're doing joint practices and going up against another team. Any particular spot you want to see?
I would have wanted to see this running back competition, but I don't think Christian McCaffrey should be at all involved in some of this stuff. Just because, if anybody, I think McCaffrey and Mike Evans and those guys, Trent Williams, they should be in bubble wrap and just get them ready for week 1. But Jordan James and Kalen Black, the 2 and the 3, are both banged up right now. Yeah. Isaac Guerendo I don't even know if Isaac Guerendo is really on the football team or not. His name is on the roster. So it's going to be, a lot of Khalil Herbert and so that's not really something that gets you super excited. The wide receiver group, a similar thing is happening. We probably won't see Mike Evans or Christian Kirk or Dejon Stribling out there, so it'll be maybe some Debo and some Demarcus Robinson. So, maybe I think if you want to look at some camp battles, maybe you're looking at Jordan Watkins versus Jacob Cowling, a couple other guys that ran 4.3s pre-draft, jockeying for position to try to maybe be wide receiver 6. And, Cowling's got, I think, a little bit more return ability, but Jordan Watkins, I think, has shown a little bit more at wide receiver so far this training camp. So that one's a little bit interesting. I think the battle that's going on at left guard, it looked like it might have been Connor Colby's to start, but Robert Jones got a little work with the ones this week. But Carver Willis, again, rookie, not going to get to see him out there because of concussion syndromes. So I think most of the interesting stuff is, for me, the number 3 quarterback. I'm fascinated by it. I don't know if anybody else is, but Curtis Rourke, I think, is a huge key for the 49ers. Because I think he could potentially prove that he's a worthy backup to Brock Purdy next year, which would mean the 49ers have more money to spend in the offseason because they don't have to pay for a veteran backup quarterback, of Mac Jones's ilk to bring in to back up Brock Purdy. So I can't wait to see what Curtis Rourke looks like in his first action as a 49er. And then I think most of it is those second-year guys on defense, Alfred Collins, Nick Martin, Marcus Siegel, C.J. West. Michael Williams is still on the PUP list working his way back from ACL. I don't know if he'll be ready for week 1 or not. But the 49ers might have 4 or 5 starters that are second-year guys, and you're looking for a big jump from those guys in year 2.
Well, Brian, we'll let you go so you can get the meat starting to smoke on the barbecue for NFL football tonight, Hall of Fame game. How long you last usually before you tap out or have to just do something else when Hall of Fame football's on?
It gets bad really quick.
Yeah.
This particular game, though, you get to see Carson Beck, who's an interesting storyline for this season in the Cardinals. Can he play well enough for the Cardinals to make them not draft a quarterback high next year? So once Carson Beck checks out of the game, I might as well.
Well, it feels like you just tried to sell me on a used car there, Brian. But you know what? We're still going to watch because we're starved for football anyway. Appreciate you making the time, my friend. We'll talk to you probably towards the end of camp, hopefully, if you're nice enough to keep giving us the time. We're almost there, man. Football, at least in some capacity, is back. We'll take what we can get.
We're back. I'll take it, man.
All right, the great Brian Peacock. Brian. Appreciate you, Brian, for taking the time. We will take the break. When we come back, speaking of back, an old brand.
Ooh.
Something that Kayla knows very, very well.
Ooh.
Is
What, you just call me old?
No.
What the hell,
You
bro?
said it yourself.
I think you did.
He did. He's striking out this week, man.
Something
you got one
that
more strike.
Kayla Anderson and the other senior citizens of the world cannot wait to bring on back. We'll talk about it, plus other nostalgic things that should be coming back before Pick a Side. That's next on Sactown Sports.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
Happy Thursday from the KCRA3 Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Ophelia Young. Prepare for another warm day under hazy skies today as afternoon temperatures warm into the mid and upper 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. 696-355.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Need a reason to hit the range this week? Well, Hagen Oaks has two. Monday nights are happy hour all night long with special pricing on hot dogs and ice cold beer while you hit balls under the lights. Then Thursday, join the new Top Tracer competition nights. Play Pebble Beach, compete in closest to the pin, long drive, and more with fun interactive games for every skill level. Grab your friends and make Hagen Oaks your weeknight destination. Visit HagenOaks.com for more details. Hagen Oaks Driving Range, more games, more laughs, more reasons to play.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-444-9336, 800-444-9336, or biglou.com.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Some things that we're nostalgic about, we want back, and they would be wonderful if they came back.
What do you mean we?
Other things, hold on. Other things that we might want back maybe should never come back. But I don't know. It depends on who you are.
You weren't even born.
According to, that's not true. Apparently the owners, the co-owners of MySpace have revamped the site.
Woo!
And are trying to bring MySpace back.
You mean Tom?
I guess Tom's one of them.
Yeah, Tom was on the page.
Yeah, he's
he
one
was
of
one
them.
of your friends.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was always, that you at least knew you had one friend, and it was Tom.
That's a little sad.
I had
That's
more
crazy.
friends, but, you know.
They force their way in there. It's like having to follow the Twitter guy.
I know, but, you know, some people didn't have those friends, so Tom was always willing to reach out a helping hand.
He's not really your friend. He doesn't know who you are.
By the way, how old is this guy, Ben Solak, on ESPN? I mean, this guy is like 12 years old.
Leave him alone.
Holy smokes.
What's wrong
Sorry,
with
I got
babyface people?
sidetracked.
I am babyface myself when I don't have a
Matt,
beard.
you don't look 12, though.
No.
Okay.
He needs to stand on a box.
Goodness
anyway.
gracious. Okay.
Wow.
Leave him alone. Anyway, should he be on MySpace?
Yeah.
He's too young to know what MySpace is. I guarantee
Definitely
that.
too young.
Should MySpace come back? Should it come back?
I loved it because you got to kind of do your own website in a way. Like you kind of ran your space. I mean, that's essentially what it was. So you could pick your top, I believe it was like 5 songs every time you wanted to switch those up, which I do it like every week. You could pick like your top 5 songs of the week. And then
So it's just all Michael Jackson.
During that era, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll still plug some in there. I'm back into Justin now, Biebs. So, but you know, yeah, that's what's fun about it though.
So you are if MySpace comes back, would you start a new one or get back to the old
I don't
one?
even. I tried to find that years ago to see if it was just. I wanted to see if I could find it and see what was on it, but you can't.
Dust
You
off
can't
that
access
login.
it. Yeah, that you couldn't access it.
I wonder if MySpace would, if they could resurge themselves to where young people got on it, like today's young people got on it, because like Facebook was my and Anthony's generation's kind of thing.
Yeah.
But now it's just been taken over by our parents' generation. Now Facebook is all just like aunts, uncles, and grandpas going, "It's good to see you."
I was more Instagram. Facebook was like a little bit before me.
Oh, okay. So you're IG.
Anthony
I'm
is
Facebook.
very young.
Yeah, you're a baby.
Me and Kyle are the same age.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
For context,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Facebook, for me, you guys, is more so like my past and like everybody from like high school and my parents' friends that connect with me on there and
Exactly.
my parents and
It's your old people.
yeah, and I'm not really going there for information because unfortunately there's a lot of like really ridiculous information on there that's not true.
Respectfully,
It's just a weird place.
Facebook sports groups are the center of hell, and y'all can just stop.
They're the funniest place.
No, Facebook sports groups have the craziest takes and the biggest wealth of misinformation I've ever seen in my life. There are, I'm sure, wonderful, dedicated Sacramento Kings fans that are part of Kings fan Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
Get off of them.
Get off of
Get
them,
off
he
of them.
says. You
'Cause
should
there's
start your
so
own, Matt.
Hell no.
Just don't take them
that's-
seriously.
That's
You can
called
be
a
there.
cult. That's called a cult. No, but genuinely, there's so much misinformation on Facebook that people just think is real.
Yeah, it's
You
ridiculous.
can just go to a
it's
Kings
very
Facebook group
true.
and it's the Kings got LeBron James and there's 80 comments of people like, "Oh my God, this is great."
Yep.
Like they believe it. It's
my
crazy.
dad one time, because they're all on Facebook. That's what they do. It's the Facebook or nothing. Now, my credit to my dad, he's on Instagram and Twitter too, but he's very active on Facebook. And one time he came and to me and had a question, or he was like up in arms about something. It was some sports related thing. I said, "Dad, that's not even true." "Oh, what? I saw it on Facebook." Exactly, Dad.
that, yeah. You see it on Facebook and nowhere else. You should know.
Tricking senior citizens everywhere.
You should know.
Jeez.
Someone mentioned Marketplace, and Marketplace
Yes.
is the only reason it's still on my phone.
Correct. Facebook
yeah.
Marketplace
Yeah.
is lit.
I sold some things when I moved on that. That was legit.
Facebook Marketplace is wonderful.
And there's free groups.
It's
like
like-
for a neighborhood,
Yeah,
you can go and
it's
get
true.
anything. I'm not paying for anything anymore.
Facebook Marketplace is modern Craigslist, and
That's
it's the
crazy.
best.
It's so good. Old bikes. Anyone who wants to get a cool bike?
Really?
There's a bunch of
Yes.
them. I buy a lot and like fix them up. They're
Facebook
fun.
Marketplace is wonderful for people with kids too, because it's just
Yeah.
you recycle a lot of kid stuff that just your kid outgrows, and then you just find the next people and essentially sell it to them for cheap, but you know they're actually going to use it and care for it.
Okay.
And then it ends up coming back around if you have another kid. It's the best.
That's really funny.
It's the best.
By the way, congratulations, real quick. I saw this on X. Jalen Wells, Sacramento Zone, just got engaged. So
I saw that.
Congrats to Jalen Wells. I love him. He's also a Coug. Go
Good
Cougs.
for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good stuff.
Every once in a while, my algorithm will. Now I'm a '90s
You
kid.
just sounded like you were an algorithm. That's what you just sound. You sounded like you were dying.
Thank you. Every once in a while, my algorithm will bring back like 90s kid nostalgia stuff. You ever see
love
this?
that one.
They'll do like 90s kid nostalgia, 80s kid
Yeah.
nostalgia, which was, of course, before me. But they'll do like nostalgia, and it's just pictures of things. And it's like, this is what it, like these things used to be in your classroom, and these old like crayons, and this thing, like this play structure, or this thing at McDonald's or whatever. And the one that always gets me, that I wish we would bring back, is 90s Christmas.
Just the Christmas
I'm
from
sorry,
the
no.
90s?
What? lost
Growing
me.
up as a kid, a 90s kid at Christmas. 90s kids know what I'm talking about, where it used to be just bright lights like everywhere.
Okay.
And just a certain type of like decorations. Like if you just look up 90s Christmas and a living room from a 90s Christmas, everybody dealt with or felt like the same thing.
I
Because
get
now
where-
it's
I
like,
get what
oh,
you're
my
saying.
tree is
Okay.
white and has
Yeah.
snow on it. And this one, I only
Yep.
have 7 ornaments on it because they all are special. And I decorate my house in a certain way. Hell no. Throw everything bright and blob of Christmas just into a living room with a carpet.
I mean, people still do that.
Yes, 90s Christmases. We need more of those.
We had.
I don't know if that's 90s.
Yeah, it is. It is very 90s kid Christmas.
I didn't know that either because we had a kids tree downstairs, and then my mom had a speaking of the Kings, literally the Kings purple. My mom is obsessed with purple, so I need to get her a ton of Kings gear. She had purple carpet, and we had this living room that was like we did not go in unless it was a holiday.
Like that. That's
yeah,
90s.
I feel like that's just Christmas.
No, that's 90s Christmas.
They don't do that anymore?
No, it's just a mess and
they got Christmas?
It's if Santa vomited everywhere. Like that is 90s Christmas.
I don't know. My mom's been doing that forever.
People have two different like things too. If they don't want like it to be tacky, that they'll have their nice
But now it's all like modern minimalist Christmas. And
Exactly.
the stocking is actually the size of my pinky.
Yeah, but we could just like not acknowledge those people as like people to be taken seriously.
Yeah, like Vogue Christmas magazine where it's like the tree is 4 feet tall and has 6 gifts underneath it, and they're all intricately wrapped in plaids and very pastel colors. What the hell is that?
Yeah,
that's my wife. My wife's like, I would rather wrap. I want wrapping paper that just looks like Santa reindeer vomit. Like it just is just.
So she's
color
she's
and
a minimalist. That's because there's a lot of people who now want the most simple things in their house, like just one color, like very neutral. And so that's probably what you're talking about, right?
And to be fair, my wife grew up in a household because her family did foster care. She's biological, but her family did foster care. So she grew up with a lot of kids and a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like that much stuff and color and explosion of stuff overwhelms her versus like very clean. My wife likes to wrap presents in basically like the paper bag wrapping paper or the like a very nice olive green with a ribbon.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that sounds about right.
I want Snoopy and whatever the Woodstock flying on a sleigh on one present. I want a snowman fist fighting another snowman
colored
on the
lights.
other present. Yeah, colored lights, Santa doing jumping jacks. Like I want every present to be wrapped like your face is going to explode with color.
That's my taste. I like that. As much as I'm like an organized person, I love the old school kind of like chaos color of Christmas.
Also, my wife wants like the white lights on the tree. What are we doing? What are we doing? Color that ish up.
You need 2 rooms then. You need 2 trees.
Well, my wife also has like a blue Christmas tree thing. That's her little decorative Christmas
blue tree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just right. Women, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a women thing.
I don't know. My wife wants a blue tree.
All women just want that blue tree.
Yeah, everybody, you know that.
Crazy.
Man,
you know that.
Been loving them blue
Death,
trees.
taxes, and women with blue trees. I don't know what you can say. We're going to take the break. When we come back, it's time to pick a side, including Ted Lasso is back.
Ooh.
Y'all better say nice things. I'm going to be upset. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg that the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, because now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. John's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where he can get a battery for under $100. Lonnie, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Lonnie does that for free too. In no time at all, John is back on the road. Ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
The one and only Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Golden One Center August 15th and 16th.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo.
Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. More info at CITPFest.com.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Most golfers practice their swing, but ignore the body swing in the club. We help golfers move better, get stronger, reduce pain, build power, and play longer. Join us for a free trial week and see how golf-specific training can help you support your body and your game. Try a class, meet the team, and find a right program for your goals. Call 916-802-5175 or visit golffitnesssolutions.com. Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
Wands at the ready, baseball fans. It's Harry Potter night with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, August 22nd at Sutter Health Park. Step into a night of magical fun, themed excitement, and Rivercats baseball. Don't miss the magic. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
Pick a side, any side. It's time for Pick a Side on Matt and Kayla.
From MySpace coming back to a plethora of topics that Pick a Side always brings. Let's get it started. Anthony is with us. Anthony, take it away.
Ted Lasso is back and out on Apple. Are you interested or over it?
Oh, I'm very interested. Ted Lasso is a almost perfect show. Almost.
Why is
perfect.
It almost?
I mean, because it's impossible to be pretty much perfect in my opinion, unless it's like Lord of the Rings. But
God,
in all seriousness, it's such a good show. It's such a heartwarming show that I think the world kind of really needs, and it's so well written. The acting is phenomenal. I'm interested to see how different it is, like, and how they reboot it to make it different but still engaging and entertaining. But I'm very in. I love Ted Lasso. Can't wait to watch it.
So it took me a minute to watch Ted Lasso. I think I started it a couple years ago. And I will say it did get me. It did grab me, and I then watched the next season, and obviously followed it. And I think you're right. I think the characters, more than anything, are fabulous. And so much so that you identify, even people who don't watch Ted Lasso, they can identify who those people are if they just see them in a commercials or something. It's like, oh, Ted Lasso. I did start it last night. And what I will say.
The new season? Okay.
I don't know.
Don't do it.
I don't know if I'm going to get into it yet.
Don't do it.
This is just one episode. I'm not going to play spoiler because this isn't spoiling anything, but it is a woman's team.
Yeah, we know that.
Right? So the first episode is good, but I got sidetracked. I have OCD and I needed to clean something, and then I got sidetracked. And by the time I got back, the episode played through. So I need to go back and watch.
You didn't watch it.
I watched the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay.
And it was funny. And it is interesting. But I don't know where this is going.
Well, Ted Lasso is not a show about soccer. Ted Lasso is a show about people and relationships, and it's a feel-good show and teaches really good life lessons around the game of soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer is just kind of the setting in England. So I can't wait.
I'll watch it. I'll go back and watch it.
I've been meaning to give it a chance. I've never really.
You've never watched Ted Lasso?
No, I don't have Apple whatever it's called, Apple Plus.
TV.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have that, so
It's actually
I haven't
pretty
watched any of those. But at some point, I'll probably get it for like a month and go through all the shows that people have been telling me to watch, like this and like Pluribus. It's like the Breaking Bad guy.
There's a lot of other
There's good
Apple
shows on
that I have
Apple.
not seen.
Yeah, so I got to go through
good
all of
stuff
them,
on
but
there.
I don't have an opinion because I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
ESPN's baseball analyst Tim
Kurkjian. Yep.
says the Brewers are the best team in baseball right now. Yes or no?
I have the audio of my computer up. Here we go.
But on the other side of this one, Tim, the MLB leading Brewers continue to stay on pace for their first 100-win season in franchise history, which is just incredible to think about. What are the chances, though, when you look at what they are doing and how they are playing, that they can turn this regular season success into a postseason run?
Yeah, they're the best team in baseball right now, and they have deserved every bit of that. And when they have Jacob Mizorowski at the top, and then the way Kyle Harrison threw tonight, that was ridiculous how good he was. He pitched 5 innings, he gave up 1 run, and 1 hit, no runs, struck out 10, struck out 8 guys in a row, and he's had a great season. If he throws like this for the rest of the year, and you have him and Mizorowski 1 and 2, you can go up against anyone. Plus, offensively, they are so much fun to watch. They put the ball in play, they run until you throw them out, and they play the game the right way. It sounds corny, but when it comes to fundamentals and doing things right, nobody does that better than the Brewers.
Oh, okay. I love Kurtz, by the way, and I love the Brewers because Pat Murphy's their manager, and he's phenomenal. I think right now it's hard to look at like who's truly the best at this moment. The Dodgers are on a slump. Yankees are going through a bit of a slump. I mean, the Red Sox, I don't know. The Red Sox are Red Soxing, and that's in a good way.
Yep.
I mean, ever since they made the whole managerial change and all of that changed with the mentality of this team, let's see, they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight. But they've put together a heck of a slate here. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 straight for
Yeah,
Boston.
they've had a really good couple of months.
There's a difference. There's a big difference to me between being the best team and being the hottest team in baseball.
That's a good point.
I think the Milwaukee Brewers are playing the best baseball of anybody right now. But just top to bottom team, it's still the Dodgers. Until you can knock the Dodgers off their pedestal in the playoffs. Not that the regular season doesn't matter, because of course it does, and the Brewers are having a phenomenal year. Their pitching staff is incredible, and like the clip played there, like they've got good depth. They're a very well-rounded team that I think could give a team like the Dodgers trouble. But until the Dodgers are knocked off their pedestal after adding, like, oh, the Brewers have 2 incredibly talented arms. Yeah, great. The Dodgers have 5.
Right.
Like all 5 of their rotation is superstar potential caliber. So I'm not putting anybody above the Dodgers until someone knocks the Dodgers out in the postseason.
And Patrick in the chat is right. The first thing I thought of when Kurkjian said that was, oh yeah, but they're gonna get bounced from the playoff. Like, it's just, this is what happens. They fall short every single year. I'd love to see him do it because it's a small market and that's cool stuff. But it's just they can't figure out how to get over the hump.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying when the Detroit Pistons were doing really well last season, just like they're the best team in basketball. It's like, yeah, they're doing really well right now, but we'll see what happens in the playoffs, and then that's when you kind of figure it out. You need a year of me seeing that you're good at a sport for me to be like, okay, you're in the conversation with the top.
Yep.
Jeffrey Yan brings out his signature celebration.
This is awesome.
Spider-Man-like jump on the mound
Did you see
after
that?
a strikeout.
Go and look it up.
Yeah.
In his MLB debut and gets booed. Do you like it or not?
So you can look it up if you haven't seen it, but it's hilarious. He's making his MLB debut. It's after his first strikeout. He jumps up in like a Spider-Man kind of move and then slaps the ground. And I thought it was great. I was like, this is awesome. Like, good for him. It's exciting. Baseball sometimes I think needs a little excitement to it. The crowd, that obviously he was in Progressive Field in Cleveland, and the crowd, booing him. I thought it was great because it's the opposing team, again, of the Mets. So I thought it was great. I think we need more of it, but I know people were poo-pooing it too. I was like, come on now, let's have some fun.
So I am very much a proponent of we need more flash and flare, in baseball, which is why I've always loved the bat flips. And I've loved pitchers that have had more kind of subtle or specific celebrations, because some will do just something like quick, or some will this is not subtle at all, but one of the ones that I always remember is Grant Balfour in Oakland with the A's. He had what was called Balfour Rage, where he would just scream at himself and yell every time that he'd strike somebody out. Like that was like his celebration. I will say this one is a little bit crazy.
What the hell, Matt? I'm sorry, he's doing it because I said I liked it.
No.
Because any
Genuinely,
other time he'd be like,
no.
what do you mean, Kayla? You're not having any fun. You're the fun police.
I think it's a fun celebration.
What's wrong with it, Matt?
I don't think anything's wrong with it. I just think it's just boing. I just struck you out. Boing, and let me jump off.
Does he do it every time?
I don't think so.
He just did it one time.
I don't know how much he'll do that because this is his first.
Yeah.
Well, it's his signature celebration apparently, but he got it after his first strikeout, which is cool. If he were to get it after like striking out someone in a big spot to escape a jam or something, I guess it's cool. But it's just very obvious.
It is a lot. I just watched it.
Very noticeable. Him. Yes, it's him. If he wants to do it, that's fine. Just be prepared for a lot of batters who are not going to like it, but that's okay. Like, if you don't care, you don't care.
I mean,
but
you wouldn't want to see mine.
It is very big.
What are you
is
doing?
very flamboyant.
Okay.
That would be a little aggressive too. It's just very out there, and it's very obvious for everybody to see, because all of a sudden this long, tall pitcher is just boing in the middle of the air, jumping up. I think it's silly.
I think it depends on how often he does it. I think that if he does it too much, I'm going to get annoyed.
Not after every strikeout.
You have to save it for special occasions.
Yeah.
But I also think baseball is pretty good at like keeping people in check about that. I think that if he does it too much, he's going to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
going
to get talked to him the next time he does it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care. It's up to him.
Yeah. Good for him.
All right, get to this last one because I've been waiting for this.
If you had a choice to wear sneakers or flip-flops/slides for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
And I'm talking, you cannot go barefoot. So you either have to have something on your feet at all times. Would you pick sneakers or would you go for more of a flip-flop/slide?
I have to sleep in these?
Yes. This
Sneakers.
is the whole point.
Well, this is an easy question. Sneakers.
Why?
Because I don't want my freaking dogs out all the time. Flip-flops and slides. Plus, slides are uncomfortable. That freaking thing between your toes all the time. Hell
That's
no.
a flip-flop. Slides, you just slide.
Right.
I like hiking. Like, it totally takes away like an entire part of my life.
But think about the other side, y'all. It's 100 and something degrees out.
I'm wearing them anyway.
You're in your house, and you have to sleep in these. Like, that's what you'd want, is a big old sneaker on your foot.
I'm sorry, Miss Popsicle, who gets cold in 80-degree weather.
No.
You want your feet out in the wintertime?
My feet get claustrophobic. Like, I'm wearing, like, my Nikes
You're wearing
today because I got to
sneakers.
go out on the course. But the minute I get home, man, I put me on some flippy flops, and we're calling it a day.
My girlfriend's the same way. She's from Hawaii, so she she likes being barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm the complete opposite. She makes fun of me. My feet are so incredibly white because I just wear shoes all the time.
I'm the same way, but it would be way more comfortable to wear sneakers to bed than flip-flops or slides.
I don't
That would
think
just
so.
fall off your feet. That's cheating. They
But
just
you
fall
have
off your feet.
You have clunky clunks in when you're sleeping,
Clunky clunks?
like your shoes, your sneakers.
I mean, I can't stand sleeping in anything but barefoot anyway. I hate...
Oh, you don't sleep in anything?
No, I sleep in pajamas or a shirt and shorts,
Sure,
Kayla.
Matt.
Do you have the little hat too?
No, he has the
sleeping
eye
cap.
mask.
No, I
Yeah?
don't.
The, like,
No, I
sleeping
do
mask.
not. I am a minimalist when it comes to sleeping. Get all that crap away from me. All that nonsense. Like one pillow.
You are a minimalist.
My wife likes more pillows than the mattress can freaking physically support.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me take off 7 pillows and put them on the ground.
It's a
for my
decorative
one
thing. I do the
sleeping
same
pillow.
thing.
Dumb.
I don't sleep with all of them. I decorate them.
Also, making the bed, dumb. Hate it.
I make it every
Let
morning.
me tie
if I
my
don't,
shoes after I take
are you
them off.
serious?
What are we doing?
I make it every single morning.
Well, my wife wants
I
to
don't.
too.
Every
I
morning.
don't. I roll out of bed and it is what it is. Flopping back in it when I get home.
Should make your bed. Learn that as a child.
when we come back for our lunch break. Let's talk a little Sacramento Kings basketball. We haven't done that yet today. I was thinking about this, and then I started writing it down. This year's Kings team and the Beam team, I'm talking Beam Team 1, that was the third seed and made the playoffs, could actually be very similar if Doug Christie wants to prioritize running the team that way. I'll discuss and explain when we come back. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
This is Sactown, baby! Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports to keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Remember when a driving range was just a driving range? Yeah, Hagen Oaks doesn't remember either. Reserve one of 3 top Tracer bays from 6 to 11 p.m. at HagenOaks.com. Only 3 bays are reservable, while the rest of the range remains open for walk-ups. Play virtual golf, then grab food, drinks, and a seat in front of the TVs at the hangout. Throw in live music, and suddenly your quick stop at the range turns into hours of fun. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Side effects may include laughter, bragging rights, and one friend insisting he would have won if the wind wasn't blowing.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your savings? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi, it's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SECURE to the number 989898. Text SECURE to 989898.
The Gold Rush Classic, where the stars and guitars shine. The Gold Rush Classic is a celebrity pro-am golf tournament featuring $1 million hole-in-one, skins game, draft party, and a concert by the Cripple Creek Band, raising money for Scott Pollard's Pearls of Life, Make-A-Wish, and other children's charities. August 6th and 7th in Rancho Murrieta. Play golf with celebrities like Jackson, Ostertag, Merriweather, Orozco, Polanese, Sharp, Schumann, and our own Greg Vaughn. The Gold Rush Classic is sponsored by Crumble Cookies and Murrieta Spine and Disc.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. It's time for the lunch break. Your calls, your thoughts, your segment. Call or text us at 916-339-1140. It's the lunch break on Matt and Kayla.
Earlier this week, Kayla, we were discussing how Doug Christie can think back to and reference back to his time as an assistant coach. And while we know that he and his head coach at the time, Kings head coach Mike Brown, didn't necessarily see eye to eye, and I'm sure had disagreements with how to coach a team and how a team should be run and everything that played out from that point on, he still was very much there on the bench when the Sacramento Kings were the best that they've been in decades. Talking Beam Team 1. talking third seed, talking going 7 games with the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs. And we talked about, well, there are elements of that team, especially with how they use Domantas Sabonis, that I think Doug Christie could replicate or draw inspiration from at the very least. And we know that Doug is very, very familiar with Domantas Sabonis because during that time, before Doug became the Kings head coach, he was Sabonis's player development coach.
Right.
So he spent more time with Domas than anybody else. If anybody knows how to use Domantas Sabonis and what Domantas Sabonis is about, it should be Doug Christie. But then I started thinking about this and taking it a step further. I am not by any means saying that the Sacramento Kings this year can be as good as the Beam team was. That's probably the absolute bestest case scenario.
I mean, people would love that if that were the case.
Right? It's not going to happen because that team had 2 All-NBA players on it in De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, 2 All-Stars as well. Like, just incredible. A lot went unbelievably right. They also had the best offense in NBA history at the time. It has since not held up because the modern NBA is all about pace and three-point shooting and in terms of offensive rating, no offense in the history of the NBA was higher in terms of offensive rating than that offense at the time. It was broken the next year by the Pacers, and I think it was probably even broken after that.
Mm-hmm.
But on paper, you start to draw comparisons and think about what that team was, what Beam Team 1 was, and what this year's team could be, and it makes you think, hey, can Doug Christie offensively, defense is a completely different conversation, but offensively, can you try to essentially replicate what you did Beam Team 1's year? Because we know it was the offense that carried that team.
Sure.
Defensively, they weren't very good, which is one of the reasons why they ultimately didn't succeed in the playoffs.
Right.
But so let's just go position by position.
Can I ask one question real
course.
quick? Again, because I wasn't here paying as close of attention to the NBA at the time.
Right.
What can I ask what the defense was like?
It was fine.
Okay.
They didn't really have one.
Yeah.
Defensively, like what the Kings defense did is when they could generate stops, they got out in transition and they ran.
Okay.
Now, I will give credit when the Kings, when they got to playoff time, were allowed to pick up the physicality defensively. They did so because games are officiated differently at that point than earlier on in the season. But there's a reason why Mike Brown's message was consistent after Beam Team 1, which is like we need to be more than just an offensive team or we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to win. So obviously a focus on improving the defense was significant even during Beam Team 1.
They were 25th in defensive rating.
Yeah.
Okay,
number
gotcha.
1 in offensive rating. The
Okay.
offense was so
Just
good.
above and beyond.
They
Yeah.
were actually
so good.
They were 27th that first year, and then they were 25th the next year.
Right. They actually improved defensively, but the offense took too big of a dip. But in addition to how great the offense was, they also had the clutch player of the year that year in De'Aaron Fox.
Yep.
And whether you liked or don't like De'Aaron Fox now, it doesn't erase the fact that that season, the Kings' game plan was offensively keep it as close as possible. And then once you get to the fourth quarter, that's De'Aaron Fox's time. And that was the year where De'Aaron was closing games left and right and was just sensational in the fourth quarter, that one year. That's the biggest disconnect here is you're going, you're like, okay, if you're looking position by position and you start at the point guard position, it's De'Aaron Fox to Darius Acuff Jr. Now, make no mistake about it. I think the Kings believe, Scott Perry believes, and we should all be rooting for, regardless of if you like De'Aaron Fox or not, and everybody knows how big of a De'Aaron Fox fan I am. I am hoping beyond hope that Darius Acuff Jr. is a way better player than De'Aaron Fox ever was. And I think the Kings believe that Darius Acuff Jr. can be a better player than Fox was. Defensively, probably not. De'Aaron is a better defender and probably will be a better defender than Darius Acuff Jr. ever is. But Acuff can do something at a hopefully elite level that Fox could never do, and that's shoot the three ball.
Yeah.
I think the Kings will want Acuff to be the tip of the spear offensively the way Fox was that year. The Kings will want Darius Acuff Jr. to be that offensive closer and go-to isolation scorer in big moments like De'Aaron Fox was that year. To expect a rookie to be that in compared to De'Aaron Fox's best year, there's a disconnect there. There's a gap there. So I'm not saying Acuff will be what Fox was when he won Clutch Player of the Year. But at least you're comparing star point guard to hopefully future superstar point guard in that sense, at least at the point guard position.
Yeah, and I think also maybe it's not that, obviously, because this is going to be a rookie, and you can only expect so much out of a rookie that first year and trying to maneuver yourself through the NBA when you're, by the way, that young. How old was Fox when he got drafted?
I want to say he was 20.
Okay, so he wasn't that old. Like, he was still a young guy.
Oh, he was 19 when he was drafted?
Okay. But regardless, what I'm saying is to start the year, I think, again, I'm going back to this, like, just keep your expectations realistic because I think it's going to be an adjustment time, an adjustment period, working through things for Darius Acuff Jr.
Yep.
But I would say, Matt, from what I've seen with how he picks things up and how he's able, because he's a student of the game, he's in the gym. Like, when things are not going to go right, he's going to go back in the gym and he's going to try to figure it out. So I think you make it halfway through the season and you see those trials and tribulations. I think we could start to see, if everyone stays healthy, you could see what you're saying with that type of beam team offense really kind of play out a little more. And where you could say, oh, I'm really seeing what this could be.
Right.
Similar.
And part of the reason why is because the foundation of that offense was Domantas Sabonis, and he's still here. And we'll get to more of that, but we've kind of talked about that already. By the way, speaking of De'Aaron Fox, I expect Darius Acuff Jr. to smash De'Aaron Fox's rookie numbers out the water.
What are they?
De'Aaron is a rookie, played 73 games, started in 61 of them. He averaged 11 points, 4 assists, and a steal a game.
Okay.
Shot in 27 minutes a game, by the way. Acuff's minutes will definitely be higher than that. He shot 41% from the field, 30% from three-point range, 72% from the free throw line. I expect Acuff to smash those numbers out of the park. Now, De'Aaron in his second season, when he started all 81 of the games that he played, jumped from 11 points per game to 17 points per game. So when he started to get more opportunity as the star point guard that he was, he started to show it more in year 2. But Acuff, I think right out the gate, will get the reps that De'Aaron wasn't really getting till year 2.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Acuff will have an opportunity to showcase that earlier. And I'll be completely honest with you, even with Zach LaVine on this roster, and we'll talk about him in a second, and Domantas Sabonis on this roster, if the game is close in the fourth quarter, I want Acuff to get the De'Aaron Fox role right away. I want Acuff to try and close that game.
Same.
Now, it doesn't mean you don't pass the ball to an open Zach LaVine if he's there, or you don't find the open man if it's Keegan Murray or whoever it is. But I want Acuff to be, we all knew, Beam Team year, we all knew in the fourth quarter it was De'Aaron Fox time, and the defense knew it too, and there's nothing they could do to stop it.
Yeah.
That's what I want Acuff to become, and I don't expect him to become that in his first year, but I want him to have the opportunity to be that in the first year on the occasion, and it might not be often, that the Kings are in a close game down the stretch.
Someone in the chat, let me see real quick who it is. Holistic said, hopefully Darius is better than at the free throw line than Fox was, especially in that rookie season. I believe from what I've seen with his time at Arkansas, I believe he's for the most part, he's good at the line. Now, I think he had a couple little hiccups in Summer League because I think he was just being affected mentally at some points, but I do believe he'll be a better guy at the line too.
Fox has never been a great free throw shooter.
Right?
He's solid, but he's a career 74% free throw shooter. His best season, he shot 82% in 24-25. Well, that was while he was in Sacramento, and then that dropped a little bit when he went to San Antonio. But 82% free throw shooter is his cap, or is his
okay.
Peak. Acuff, I think, will be better than that.
I do too.
Fox did a tremendous job because of the way he played in getting downhill at getting to the foul line.
Yeah.
And Fox is slender, just like, well, Acuff is bigger, I think, than Fox is, but Fox is more slender and quicker and taller.
That's the way I would put it. Acuff, if you see him in person and watch him in person, he's small in terms of size, like the height, I guess. He's an undersized guard, but his body is not. Like, he's kind of like a not thick, but wider.
Yeah,
I guess you could say.
No, I think thick is a fair.
Describe it. Yeah,
thicker. He's of a thicker build. I think it's fair to say, but he's shorter. how Darius Acuff Jr. can develop as an ability to draw fouls and get to the free throw line, not to become a foul merchant by any means, but getting to the free throw line is going to be interesting to see. All rookies struggle with rookie treatment.
Yep.
But it's going to be interesting to see how well Acuff does at drawing fouls
that's a good point.
immediately in the NBA, especially with teams that are going to blitz him and try and be physical with him. So that's the point guard position. Again, expecting Acuff to be, the whole point of this exercise is how similar in terms of how the Kings could, I think Doug Christie can take offensively almost everything that Mike Brown did with that beam team and almost copy and paste it this year. I think that's what he should do to play to the strengths of this team.
That'd help him out a lot.
Absolutely it would. I think
it
gives you the best chance to win games, but obviously there's going to be an emphasis on the defensive side of the ball as well. The shooting guard position. This is where there's a big upgrade here. Kevin Huerter was the starting shooting guard for the beam team, and people forget. I mean, the All-Star game and his terrible performance in the three-point contest just broke him. From that point on, he just could not shoot. But he started the year, he shot like 50% from three-point range his first month of the season. That dude was automatic from three-point range, and he was lethal with the dribble handoff.
You truly think that had an effect on him?
Yeah,
mentally?
It destroyed his confidence, visibly. It was bad.
He was never the same.
So it hurt him?
Every single month of beam team year.
You guys not hearing my little joke?
No. Okay.
No, it's not good.
It's not.
Oh my God.
It's good. Nah.
Every single month, Kevin Huerter's three-point percentage just kept dropping.
That's crazy.
Dropping. And we knew it was going to go down because Huerter was shooting, again, like 50% from three to start the season. He was unconscious. And he had that huge three against Utah, that game-winning three against Utah in the Golden One Center that no one can ever take away from him. But he was really, really good in that on offense. I'm a three-point shooter that is run off of DHOs and run off of curls. And he took a lot of off-balance threes, but he hit them. You have a better overall three-level offensive scorer than Kevin Huerter and Zach LaVine that's here.
Well, you better. He's getting paid to be better.
So utilize him more offensively.
Yeah.
But run him the same way you ran Kevin Huerter off of Domantas Sabonis screens and DHOs.
Sure.
And I believe that Zach LaVine will be able to get downhill better than Huerter ever did. Now, Huerter, I think, was a little underrated of a passer, but we knew what he was out there to do, shoot and score. Huerter was terrible defensively. He got targeted defensively. Zach LaVine's going to as well, but that team was able to ultimately overcome it. So can you use LaVine in a similar way that you used Huerter, knowing full well that LaVine can give you more as a three-level scorer than Huerter ever could?
Yeah. And we know this is, for Zach, what we are assuming, I should say, is like he's trying to pretty much get out there and sell himself this season.
Yep.
You know, we know he can score. Like, we know that what he does sometimes, like getting off to the start he did last year, where he was averaging like 30-plus points per game. But it's just finding that throughout the season. You don't have to score 30 a game.
Yeah.
But it's finding more consistency instead of like 30-plus a game and then that completely dropping.
Right.
So I'm interested to really see how Zach responds to everything and how he looks this season, because there's a lot on the line for him.
Kevin Huerter that first season in Sacramento scored 15 points a game, shot 48% from the field, 40% from three-point range. Add 3 points a game to that, to where Zach's averaging 18 to 20, which is right up to where I expect Acuff to be as well. If Zach ends up leading the Kings in scoring next season more than Acuff, I wouldn't be surprised. I just hope his volume isn't higher than Acuff's, like significantly higher. I would hope that, I think both of them are going to shoot a lot. I think if you were to pencil in 18 shots a game capped, roughly 18 shots a game for them next season, I think both could be just fine with that. I just don't want to see Zach LaVine shooting 22 and Acuff shooting 16 times a game. You just don't want to see that big of a disparity. But I do think that, like, you can take how you used Huerter in the beam team offense, and specifically how you ran Huerter off of Domantas Sabonis, and do that with Zach LaVine. Certainly more than we saw last season.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why the Kings have gone. Now, to be fair, Sabonis was hurt so much last season, but the Kings have gone so far away with how they used Sabonis under Mike Brown since Doug Christie took over, and I don't get why.
But is that one of those, like, hey, I want to do it my way type of situations?
Sabonis?
No, Coach Doug. Like when
know.
you take over your own team and you want to get away from maybe an identity of what obviously was those ties, and maybe you have to go back and look at this and be like, this is the most like realistic situation right now that we can have success with offense. And
I think it had more to do with I had so many mouths to feed on offense, veteran mouths to feed. And like we never saw, even Mike Brown, when Mike Brown was first coaching DeMar DeRozan, they never ran DeMar DeRozan off of anything Domantas Sabonis. We never saw
it's more personnel and what they...
I think it's more personnel based versus like go back to playing through Domantas Sabonis while he's here.
Which
and
they
again,
have an opportunity
Doug
to.
Christie said they wanted to do that last training camp before all the injuries started piling up. So...
Well, no excuses this year. If we don't see it, then that's the question.
Right. Because Sabonis wants to be featured more. He wants to get back
Absolutely.
to that. Continuing with this comparison of this year's Kings roster with the Beam team, your forward positions were Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
Why not Keegan Murray and DeAndre Hunter? Like, why can't it be the same thing? Now, I think the Kings did a little too... I think the Kings at times did a disservice with Harrison Barnes of kind of putting him in the corner to where he would be a disappearing act on offense. And then there were games where Barnes wasn't grabbing rebounds or dishing out assists. So we'd see far too many games at times where Harrison Barnes was playing 25 minutes and would have like 5 points, a rebound, and you're just like, what is he doing? I think you have to be careful that DeAndre Hunter doesn't become that or Keegan Murray doesn't become that at times because of how much of the ball that Darius Acuff Jr. and Zach LaVine are going to have, plus Domantas Sabonis running through Domas. You don't want to turn Murray and Barnes into just 3-and-D guys who defend and then just stand in the corner and wait for open shots. So you have to be more creative with how you implement them. But what Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes were to the Beam team, I think you could have a better version, a more veteran version now of Keegan Murray, who shot really well that Beam team year, of course, from three-point range. He was a 40% three-point shooter. I don't expect that again, but hopefully you can get to the mid to high 30s from three-point range percentage-wise from Keegan. And then DeAndre Hunter could fill the Harrison Barnes, space the floor, and provide length on the defensive end of the floor. I think there can be something there.
No, I like it. I just really am curious as to, do we see Hunter go back to maybe more so what he was in Atlanta before he came to the Cavs? Mm-hmm. Because I think there's still just a lot of being poo-pooed about him and this trade because we just haven't seen the basketball that he can play out of him as of late. Yep. And then clearly the eye injury here, you didn't really see anything.
Yep.
I believe that Hunter has that and you don't just lose that completely. Mm-hmm. So I like it, and that's kind of my question mark with all of this too, is how will Hunter be productive in this system?
Yeah, Hunter's last two full seasons in Atlanta, the 22-23 season and 23-24 season, he averaged 15 points a game in both those seasons, and he shot 35 and then 38% from three-point range.
Which is not bad.
I don't think he's going to average 15 points a game for the Kings by any means. If he's in the starting five, if he's the fifth man of the starting five, which it could be him, could be Precious Achiuwa, we don't know. But if he's the fifth man of the starting five, I think he's averaging maybe 10 points a game.
But that's okay, considering your other
if you're shooting
players.
High 30s percentage-wise, and then you're taking some of the defensive responsibility off of Keegan Murray, that could very much work.
I agree.
That could very much work. Then, of course, there's Domantas Sabonis at the center, and that's the foundation of this. The reason why you feel like I can replicate what Beam Team 1 was because I still have Domantas Sabonis, who is the foundation and the engine of everything that you did offensively, with the exception of fourth quarter time was De'Aaron Fox time. And fourth quarter time should be Darius Acuff Jr. time. But these other three quarters, using Domantas Sabonis as your foundation, playing through him, running Keegan Murray, DeAndre Hunter, and Zach LaVine off of him, and having Darius Acuff Jr., who has more of a three-point shot than De'Aaron Fox ever did, having him establish a pick-and-pop two-man game with Domantas Sabonis, I think that is the foundation of how your half-court offense should be.
Okay, so I got to bring this question up to you, because at the trade deadline, you and I were both in favor of moving on from Domantas Sabonis. Yep. A lot of it had to do with this isn't exactly how they want to run the offense moving forward. They don't maybe necessarily want to run it through him.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot of teams that exactly want to do that either.
Right.
And this is what makes it hard. if Domantas Sabonis has a killer year, and we're seeing this offense with, again, not finished. It's not finished in terms of what this team will be, but Domantas Sabonis is doing what he's doing. Are we more than prone to being like, well, let's just keep Sabonis right here?
It depends on how good the offense is, but my answer is probably no, because what kept the Beam team from ever taking the next step was, well, one, they didn't make the personnel moves that they should have made, like a Pascal Siakam or an OG Anunoby that they had the opportunity to. But two is the reason why Mike Brown made the noise that Mike Brown made is because defensively it's hard to succeed with Domantas Sabonis as your center.
Yeah.
And Sabonis is so elite at what he does that when it works, it looks fantastic. But in order for it to work, you have to be very particular with the pieces you have with him and around him. And your two guard that you're paying $50 million for is going to be gone after next year, if not gone at the trade deadline. Who knows about DeAndre Hunter's future? He's an expiring deal. We don't know what version of Keegan Murray we're going to get, right? There's just too many question marks with the pieces around Sabonis to make me feel confident that he's a long-term answer. But while he's here, you can play the same way. You have no choice
you put it,
because you're paying him that much money and he's that good.
And you want to, again, you're not going to win like enough games to probably be a playoff team, but you're going to win maybe enough games to stay out of the relegation zone.
But if, let's say, there is a scenario where Acuff and Sabonis look so good together and play so well together that offensively they have the potential of being one of the most dynamic offensive duos in the league going forward, then you'd be more willing to try and figure that out. But I don't think that's what's going to happen here. By the way, continuing this comparison of the Beam team 1 year to this year's roster, you still have Malik Monk as a sixth man. I don't know how important Malik Monk was to the Beam team. In terms of a defensive guard, you had Davion Mitchell on that team. You have Emmanuel Sharp, who in theory could take on a Davion Mitchell role. And then in terms of like a bench scoring big, Trey Lyles was here in Sacramento. You've got that in Precious Achiuwa. I think
that's interesting.
A better version of Trey Lyles and Precious Achiuwa based off of how he played last season.
I like the depth.
And then in terms of the rest of the depth, Terrence Davis, Chimezie Metu, and Alex Len to Maxime Reynaud, Dylan Cardwell, and Nick Clifford. I just think defensively there's still concerns. I don't think this year's team is going to be as good as the Beam team, but I think there's enough comparisons of talent and play style with Sabonis still being here that if I'm Doug Christie, I'm thinking a lot about Beam Team 1 and how I want to build this or how I want this team to play, especially offensively this year, and then defensively try and get stops and get out in transition. Like that's
it's not when you lay it out like that, it is interesting, and I do feel like that is a better solution for at least managing an offense this year with these people.
If
players.
Sabonis is here, it's simple. Just use Sabonis like you did in the Beam Team 1 days. Use him that way. See how he works with Darius Acuff Jr., surround him with perimeter players, and then on defense, we'll all say a prayer because who the hell knows? Who the hell knows on the defensive side of the floor? We'll take the break. When we come back, Kayla found this yesterday. NFL players, not just quarterbacks, players under the most pressure this season. Are any 49ers on that list? We'll discuss and take a look at it. Before Kayla's 2-minute drill, that's up next on Matt and Kayla, Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Progressive presents the Museum of You.
We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
Catch the future of San Francisco Giants baseball right here in Sacramento with the Sacramento River Cats at Sutter Health Park. See tomorrow's stars take the field today and be part of the big league journey. Get your River Cats baseball tickets now at rivercats.com.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo.
Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club in Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. More info at CITPfest.com.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Ben Hogan said, good golf starts with a good grip. It's true. If the golf club isn't in a square position after you grip it, you'll have to do something in the swing to manipulate it back to square. Otherwise, you're hitting big slices or duck hooks. Then you start gripping the club tighter, and that tension runs through the hands, up the arms, and into the shoulders. You're done before you even take the club back. 9 times out of 10, when I make a small adjustment in a friend's grip, the ball flight is much closer to straight or even a slight draw. You want to hold the club more in the fingers than in the palm, which allows your wrist to better hinge. The lifeline on your right hand will cover the thumb on your left. In this position, you'll see the top 2 knuckles on the back of your left hand, and the V created by the thumbs and forefingers should be parallel and point to your right shoulder. Grip pressure should be about 4 or 5 on a scale of 10. The correct grip is incredibly important, and if you're having issues, see your PGA golf professional. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 25, Kaepernick's primetime debut.
A concussion during the game in Week 10 of the 2012 season forced Alex Smith to the sidelines. Colin Kaepernick came in to finish the game against the Rams, but the question quickly became, who would get the call the next game on Monday night against the Bears? Well, it was Colin Kaepernick. He made his first NFL start in primetime against Chicago, delivering a dominant performance in a 32-7 victory. He completed 16 of 23 passes for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns, marking his arrival as a major offensive threat.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Before we get to the NFL players this season with the most pressure on them, we have Rick, who was nice enough to hold during the break, wanted to jump in on the Kings Beam Team comparison conversation to this year's roster that we were having in the last segment. What up, Rick? Happy Thursday.
Yes, guys. My big question on Sabonis is he took a kind of a step back on his rebounds per game this year. And for the future of the Kings, would that hurt the Kings more in their future if they got rid of Sabonis or kept them? regardless if they keep Doug Christie, or does that create another huge hole to where they're looking for a player like Sabonis that they may get rid of? Anyway, thanks, guys.
Rick, thanks for the call. It's actually a really good question
Yeah.
because there is something to talent is talent, and if you get rid of talent, you have to be able to replace it, even if it's not the right kind of talent that you're looking for. And that's always been the conversation around Sabonis is, oh, he's an incredible player. He's one of the top centers in the league. He just requires a specific type or group of players around him to be effective, and a large part of that comes from two things. One, for how much he's paid, he is not a scoring first center.
Right.
You'd rather pass the ball and facilitate than score. And that's tough to pay a star whose first impulse isn't to score. That's number one. Number two is the lack of rim protection. Defensively, like where Sabonis is at his best defensively is one, he's strong, so he takes up space. But two, he is the best defensive rebounder, or has been for years the best defensive rebounder in the league. Well, you close a defensive possession with a rebound. So there are elements of what Sabonis does really, really well that are essential for a good defense. But the fact that he does not protect the rim and change shots at the rim by any means, that's what holds him back and limits him and makes it more difficult to build around him. But because he's also not a three-point shooter offensively, it's tough to then go out and find the perfect rim-protecting three-point shooting center to put next to him, a la like a Brook Lopez, or what Brook Lopez became for the Milwaukee Bucks when they won a title. It just makes it more difficult to build around Sabonis. It's not that he's not incredibly talented.
Sure.
It's just it's difficult to build the right pieces around him to be effective. That's why we saw the Kings struggle so much in the playoffs against the Warriors, because the Warriors were very smart in how they defended Sabonis to take him away, essentially.
Yeah.
And it makes it more difficult to win basketball games because of that.
Yeah, and real quick, his rebounds, they did go down. He was averaging 13.9 in 24-25, 11.4 this last year, but he only played 19 games.
Yes, and he
compared
played
to
hurt,
70. So.
He played hurt a decent amount as well. But appreciate the call. Let's get into this. NFL players under the most pressure this season. Kayla, you came across this list. And initially, I thought it was quarterbacks talking about like pressure, like blitz pressure. But it's not. It's just talking about players with the most pressure to perform, the weight of expectations on their shoulders. And while there are definitely a number of quarterbacks on this list, it's not specific to the quarterback position. Where do you want to start with this? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the very top? Who has the most pressure on their shoulders? Or is there anything about this list that jumps out to you?
Well, mine's loading, and I don't know why it's taking for that long. So, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so, okay. So, at the top of this list is Jalen Hurts. Let me say something about this, because I understand that Jalen Hurts does have pressure in terms of it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's a natural Philly pressure.
There's a natural pressure that comes with winning football there. I'm good, Matt. I just got it pulled up here.
Cool.
Thank you. I think he is getting a little too much heat. This is a guy that has won a Super Bowl, has been an MVP. Like, we're acting like he has had everything perfect surrounding him. This is a jacked up organization right now in terms of there's always drama. We don't know what is going on with Nick Sirianni, what people really think of him. We have A.J. Brown that could have been the cancer in the locker room, but we're not sure yet. They have an ever-evolving offensive coordinator. He's not once had the same offensive coordinator. And we're going to say Jalen Hurts is under pressure? And he's the top guy in all of these players that's under pressure?
But it's funny, you use the word top guy. I think that's where this comes from. Because Jalen Hurts obviously won a Super Bowl, but how he's performed recently has people questioning, is he really that good, or did Saquon Barkley carry that team to the pinnacle of success?
But he's been in another Super Bowl too.
Right. My overall point, I think Jalen Hurts was labeled as that next franchise quarterback the way Patrick Mahomes is, the way Josh Allen is. he played his way into that conversation and has since then slowly been slipping out of it.
Mhm.
And there have been all these issues in Philadelphia, whether it was with Sirianni, all the drama, the stuff with A.J. Brown, right? All this stuff, all this noise that ultimately, whether it's fair or not, they can say they've chosen Jalen Hurts over this, over that. And I think the pressure that's on Jalen Hurts is, are you worth it? Was that real or was it not? Are you really a franchise quarterback, or are you Jared Goff? Are you, I think this is unfair, but Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
Like, are you really that dude, or are you kind of that dude?
I just never looked at him when he was drafted as being the savior of any franchise. I think he worked his way into maybe having all this criticism, but I think he's also a product of his environment, and his environment is crap.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's all not on him, but there's a list right here that I'm going to put a lot of other people in front of him.
And that's the thing. I think Jalen Hurts belongs on this list.
Yeah,
I don't
do
think
too.
he should be close to number one.
No, I don't either.
The guy that's number two, Lamar
should be
Jackson,
higher than him.
I think Lamar Jackson has way more pressure on him.
And he was considered to be a quarterback that would absolutely win
He's an MVP.
a Super Bowl in his organization. And
Yes.
he's come close.
Yes.
But he has not gotten there. So why is he not above him? Also, they had stability in Baltimore.
Right.
Something that, Jalen Hurts has not had.
Yeah.
In terms of the offense.
Just looking at the other quarterbacks on this list. So Lamar Jackson's number two.
Justin Herbert needs to be up there.
I think
period.
Lamar Jackson has more pressure on him than Jalen Hurts does. C.J. Stroud, I think, has more pressure on him as a quarterback. Not so much the winning pressure of the Texans have to win a Super Bowl. And I know the expectation, the pressure that Jalen Hurts faces is the Eagles getting back and winning another Super Bowl.
Mhm.
There's different levels to this pressure, right? But C.J. Stroud has the pressure of, are you a franchise freaking quarterback, or are you not?
Are you going to get another contract in Houston or not?
So there's a different kind of pressure
I
there.
get that.
Justin Herbert, 100% right.
Dude,
kind of the
roll
same
him
question.
right up the list, though. You need to push him up the list. We have this conversation every offseason about Justin Herbert. Is he good enough to take you to the Super Bowl? Is he a good enough quarterback in the playoff? Every single year we're having this conversation.
Right.
And he's not done it.
Right.
Get him up on that list.
I'm surprised the only other quarterback on here, and he's number 10. Again, the 10th player with the most pressure on him going into this 2026 NFL season. Tua Tagovailoa?
That to me is a
And maybe
why.
it's just because I'm out on Tua.
I'm
what
with you,
pressure
Matt.
is on Tua
I
to
don't-
prove that he's a starter?
To have a rebirth like some of these other quarterbacks.
I think
I
that
guess
ship
that's
is,
the
that ship is sailed,
yeah.
man.
And one more on here I don't understand.
How's Joe Burrow not on here?
Exactly. Travis Hunter. Why is Travis? I mean, we don't even know what they haven't even put him in position yet to say, are you a cornerback or a wide receiver? That's not his fault.
But that's the thing. I think that's part of it because Hunter was obviously a Heisman winner.
Yeah.
But he was this hybrid position, this hybrid player.
Sure.
That many said it's not supposed to work. And now you're what is he? What is he at
That's
the NFL
the organization's
level? 1,000%.
That's their job.
But because it's Hunter that has to carry this mantle of what the hell are you? This not tweener's not a fair word, but something along those
By
lines.
the way, guy looks ripped. Put him at the cornerback position.
And also, I think there's just pressure on the Jacksonville Jaguars, period, including Trevor Lawrence, of what the hell are you? Are you good or are you not?
We never know. Every year it's different, right?
We don't know.
Yeah.
No Niners on this list.
No Niners on this list. I find that a bit surprising.
Who would have the most pressure on them on the Niners?
The training staff to keep it healthy.
Just the training staff, the pictures of their trainers.
Yeah.
I mean, at Brock Purdy,
I'd
you could
say
make
Brock.
What, Mike Evans?
Nah, because
No?
he's about to be done. What is he playing for?
What about Fred Warner?
No, because these are all older players that aren't looking for other contracts at other places,
yeah.
right?
But Fred
or
Warner
make it or
has to-
break it. They've
has to-
proven it.
Is Fred Warner the same player?
Now-
Is he the captain of that
Now,
defense?
Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Now, Nick Bosa, because would they extend him?
Mm.
Do they not extend him? Is it the end of an era of Nick Bosa if
Yeah.
he doesn't play up to his ability?
Is the
if
Nick
he doesn't stay
Bosa
healthy?
that we know gone?
Yeah. So maybe him.
Kayla's 2-minute drill is up next. The other top stories around the National Football League. And then we'll dive into, according to ESPN, current NFL players on each team that are Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, and those who are just on the cusp. Who are those names for the Niners, the Raiders, and others. We'll do that at 1 o'clock. Kayla's 2-minute drill is next here on Sactown Sports.
This is Sactown, baby! Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports. To keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms? At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end. Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
The Gold Rush Classic, where the stars and guitars shine. The Gold Rush Classic is a celebrity pro-am golf tournament featuring $1 million hole-in-one, skins game, draft party, and a concert by the Cripple Creek Band, raising money for Scott Pollard's Pearls of Life, Make-A-Wish, and other children's charities. August 6th and 7th in Rancho Murrieta. Play golf with celebrities like Jackson, Ostertag, or our own Greg Vaughn. Sponsored by Tri-Fire Solutions, delivering vigilance and peace of mind. Your complete source for fire and safety.
It's time for the 2-minute drill. Kayla Anderson has the ball, and she's taking us around the world of football. It's Kayla's 2-minute drill on Matt and Kayla.
Kayla, you were just reading to me during the break. Apparently, Brock Purdy's having another great day at camp, huh?
Dude, I think I was reading on social, too, because they practiced again today. There's some people saying this is his best training camp ever.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Purdy's cooking. Look out, league.
Right?
Brockness monster.
Brockness monster.
Ready to tear up the Titans in joint practice next week.
Yeah. I'll be interested because that's a really good, what's looking to be a really good solid defense early over there. So, and they've got that incredible front, so it'll be fun to watch.
Well, again, in addition to staying healthy, because that has to be part of the conversation, even though it needs to be more than that, right? It's the biggest thing for me, and I know we've talked about this too many times at this point, it's how much does Brock make his teammates look like stars?
Yeah.
Not his teammates making him look like a star.
Yep.
And we know he plays with stars. When George Kittle comes back, is it because of Brock Purdy that George Kittle doesn't miss a beat?
Right.
When does Brock Purdy make Dazon Stribling look amazing? Is Brock Purdy serving up Mike Evans touchdowns on a silver platter because he's putting the ball where only Evans can go and get it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for from Purdy.
Yeah, Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator, in that bite that I had just read during the break, he was saying he just loves watching him operate with this offense. He said today he especially got really fired up. I think Brock having that confidence at this point of his career is being seen, and that I think is going to help him throughout the season. Again, if he stays healthy, which God, I hope he does, because I just want to see. I want to see how it unfolds.
Well, outside of Santa Clara, what else is happening around the National Football League?
Yes, we've got some good stories today. Let's start with this. Prized colt. By the way, a colt is a young pony.
Nay.
Yes, that you can enter them and win ribbons. That's where that one came from. 3-time Pro Bowler. And he's a running back, of course, a very good one. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts have reached an agreement. 2-year, $44 million extension up to worth $47 million, and that includes $39 guaranteed. I think sometimes people forget about Jonathan Taylor because he was banged up for a couple years here and there, but he is such a crucial part of that Indianapolis team.
Big time.
And has really allowed it to go even when they've had some issues at quarterback the past couple of years. I'm trying to read some of the... so this is the whole big thing, too. So we're seeing all of these running backs get paid. I told you yesterday about Bijan Robinson.
Bijan opened the bank for running backs, huh?
He had the breaking extension in terms of numbers. Now we're waiting on Jahmyr Gibbs. And the latest from Detroit is that they're getting close to a deal. So I believe Jahmyr Gibbs, this is just my guess, he's going to be the one that sets...
Yeah, he's going to break Bijan.
It's got to be at this point.
Yeah,
so,
as soon as Bijan's deal was signed, the Detroit Lions went, well, damn it.
Exactly.
Now we know the price.
But congratulations to Jonathan Taylor. Good stuff with getting his extension, and very well deserved up there in Indianapolis. Let's get to this one. Back to the beginning. And I don't really even remember calling it this because I just know it as one thing. But Kansas City, while they are working on a new stadium, that's in the future. They don't even know where that is, but they are going to build a new stadium. But right now, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs will yet again be known as simply Arrowhead Stadium. I guess it was like Gia Field or Gia Field. Nope. I had no clue.
Nope.
I thought it was always Arrowhead Stadium. Never knew that they changed it.
This is where fans have the power to reject things.
Right?
It never was anything but Arrowhead Stadium, just like Arco Arena was never anything but Arco Arena in Sacramento. We reject any business or brand you put on that. It's Arrowhead Stadium. It'll forever be Arrowhead Stadium.
So they changed
and I hate it.
at some point?
It was. And
even the broadcast didn't acknowledge
that.
No one acknowledged that.
So their whole marketing tactic for...
What the hell is GEHA?
Because it's pronounced G-E-H-A.
It's an insurance company?
Right. So...
Shut up.
And it was Gia Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Well, they're completely taking it out and just calling it Arrowhead Stadium because no one was freaking calling it that in the first place. So it's not like they were getting...
Oh, is the name of the field? Is it kind of like how Miami has like Pat Riley?
Yeah,
No. It was called Gia Field.
Like the whole
stadium.
Yeah.
It was not Gia Field at Arrowhead Stadium. It was just Gay. And apparently it's an acronym. GEHA is an acronym for something.
They're not getting their money's worth. Let me tell you that much.
Who cares?
At least
Nobody
the
even
NBA
knows.
broadcasters called old Arco afterwards. They called it Sleep Train and whatever it was afterwards. They literally just kept calling it Arrowhead. I never knew it changed.
And again, that's what people pay big bucks for, is for their name to be said. That's the whole point of it. But no one was saying it. So anyway,
I reject it.
Don't worry, it's back to Arrowhead Stadium.
It's always been Arrowhead Stadium.
Exactly.
I reject it.
Fire up the Dell. Come on!
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Dell computer?
So you fire it
like
up?
The old,
you
fire up your computer.
Start it up.
Fire up the Dell, because we're talking about whiteout Tank Dell. He made his return to the practice field for the Houston Texans for the first time since December 2024. Exactly. Fire up the Dell. That old thing's been sitting in the closet. It's all dusty. I need to get something done. I forgot about it. Where's my other computer? I don't know. It broke. So fire up the Dell. Dell's back, baby. Take Dell is back.
Tank.
Fire up the tank.
I've never heard.
Load the tank.
Yeah.
I don't know why it went to the computer part of it, but I guess I was feeling technical. In all seriousness, this is interesting, I should say. I don't know what he'll be, but they have a pretty good group of wide receivers there. And Tank Dell is back at practice. Obviously, he's going through some individual stuff, going through some full speed routes. What will he be? I'm not sure. He's known as a speedster, but he's not been healthy. But if he can get back to at least, being healthy and out there, CJ Stroud has no excuse this year not to figure it out. He's got plenty of weapons. I think his line's a little improved, so.
Yeah. Big year for CJ Stroud. I love that 2-minute drill has become Kayla giving us the NFL news and us just judging her headlines.
Well, that's
like
part of it. Because
I
like to be a little punny and then just be creative in general.
All right, what's the last one?
I like this one. You guys might not get it.
No, I know. I get it.
Judge and the Jerry Judy. Judge and jury.
Okay.
Judge and Jerry Judy.
Oh, that's what you went for?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a Judge Judy joke.
Judge and the Jerry Judy, like Judge and Judy, or
Judge Judy's jury?
Judge and jury. Because there's a lot of questions on what this is, this whole situation with Jerry Judy. He is clarifying this viral video that's been put out. You guys probably saw it. Okay, so Judge and jury. So he appears to be in this video that went viral from practice. He's flashing 4 fingers, right? And everyone is like, oh my gosh, he's saying his favorite is Deshaun Watson. That's the quarterback he wants. La, 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 la. He is saying, no, you guys, this is not what it was. I wasn't saying that Deshaun Watson's my preferred quarterback. I'm holding up 4 because my daughter is 4 years old and I'm putting up the 4. So now everyone's thinking, okay, that doesn't sound right either. So you be the judge and Jerry Judy because I don't know what he was doing.
I'm trying to find a video that I came across earlier where a hot mic picked up we don't know if it was a player, but it was somebody from Cleveland Browns training camp yelling at the very end of the clip. It picks up someone yelling, "Cut that QB."
Oh, really?
I'm trying to find the video because it came across my timeline.
I didn't hear about
Probably
this one.
a fan, right?
It might, but I don't know. Because the angle is on the sideline or next to the sideline of this drill that's going on, and a player is like down, and they're helping a player up, and at the end of a play, like the defense and offense is being separated, and then you just hear at the very end of the video, "Cut that QB." That's all you hear, and it's
you
Deshaun
really
Watson.
think a player would do that?
I doubt it.
That's
I have no idea
interesting.
where it came, but I just saw it. It was catching. It's just these funny things are coming out of Browns training camp, and I love it. Just start Shador.
I think Shador is from what I'm hearing, he's having the better camp.
Duh, Deshaun Watson sucks.
I don't want to see Deshaun Watson. He had his time, and his time's up.
Count your money.
I want to see Shador.
Pal.
That's all I got to say. I don't know, Judy. I believe you, Judy. You're a pro. You've been in the business for a minute.
Judge and jury duty. Judge and Jerry Judy.
See, now it's in your head.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get there, you know?
Uh-huh.
Trying to get
Look
there.
At
Keep saying it in different ways until
right.
it clicks.
Yeah, it's fire up the Dell.
Fire up the Dell.
Fire up your
People liked that one.
Fire up your computer.
Yeah, it did well in the chat.
No, it should have been boot up the Dell. That's what it would have been. Boot, because you like boot up a computer.
No, I say fire up, not boot up.
You fire up a computer?
Yeah.
What are you yelling at it? Come on, baby. Come on, Microsoft.
Let's go.
Or
Fire
Apple,
it up.
Mac. No.
Boot? What the heck is boot?
Yeah, you boot up. You boot up a computer.
You boot up your computer?
I don't kick it, but like boot
No, you
up.
boot
a computer
up.
technical yeah, you coot it.
You
Like,
boot
like a
up.
reboot.
That's it.
No, I did not boo it up
That's
like
married.
I'm no. Not rizzing my computer. Rizz it up.
Maybe something on it.
It wasn't a joke.
I just didn't like it.
What did you say?
Didn't like the image.
What did you say?
Maybe something on it.
Relax. Relax. You're on timeout.
Oh, God, just like Big Jeff the other day. In the corner.
Oh.
We're throwing a punch.
That's right, Big
It's
Jeff.
Definitely something I would do.
Big bad Jeff. That was the...
He blew the line down.
You liked that yesterday, to
I
blew the
really-
line down?
Thought it was really good.
We'll take the break. You're on timeout. When we come back, ESPN went through every one of the 32 NFL teams and labeled which players on those teams, if any, are current Hall of Famers and which ones are right on the cusp. How many Niners and Raiders are on that list? We'll talk about it when we come back. It's Matt and Kayla. 1 hour left here on this Friday Junior, Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where he can get a battery for under $100. Lonnie, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge, and Lonnie does that for free too. In no time at all, John is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we know you're no stranger to setting big goals, whether in school, at work, or in life. And you're ready for more. At UMGC, we offer the skills-based education you need to move your career forward. Learn how to apply AI, data science, and other emerging tech. Plus, gain skills in leadership and critical thinking. You've come far. Succeed again. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Exercise and golf have been two important activities in my life. I opened Golf Fitness Solutions in 2013 to help my fellow golf enthusiasts improve their posture, relieve their pain, gain strength and endurance, and most importantly, hit the ball farther. From beginners to professionals, I've had success working with all ages and all skill levels, and I can help you too. Located in Carmichael, call us at 916-802-5175 or go to golffitnesssolutions.com.
The biggest concerts and events are on the Sactown Sports Live Events calendar. August 21st, party with the B-52s and Men Without Hats at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Ty Myers takes over the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater as he serves Republic August 22nd. George Thorogood rocks Thunder Valley August 24th. September starts with Thunder Showdown 5 Pro Boxing September 5th. Zach Top headlines 2 nights at the Lake Tahoe Amphitheater September 11th and 12th. Five Finger Death Punch Rocks Toyota Amphitheater September 14th. Earth, Wind & Fire light up Hard Rock Live Sacramento September 15th and 16th. And Riley Green hits Toyota Amphitheater September 19th. Then check out California Overland Adventure and Power Sports Show September 26th and 27th at the Sonoma County Event Center. October brings Leonard Skinner October 2nd at Ironstone Amphitheater. And Thomas Rhett October 3rd at Golden One Center. Find every show and every ticket now on the Sactown Sports Live Events calendar at sactownsports.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader. $10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
When you're watching some players play, you just know you're watching a Hall of Famer. And you try and especially enjoy it because, like, I'm going to be telling stories about this man to my kids one day, or I'm going to be watching him during the Hall of Fame game weekend, seeing him celebrated after his career is over and done with one day. And I think there are a number of those guys not just actively playing in the NFL right now. There are a number of them playing for the San Francisco 49ers right now.
Good point.
ESPN went through all 32 teams and identified there's 4 categories. Players that are in the Hall of Fame that they believe will automatically be Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Players on the cusp of being Hall of Famers.
Okay.
Players with work to do to become Hall of Famers. And then players who are missing out and likely won't be Hall of Famers. For the San Francisco 49ers, they have 3 players that are in. Like, these 3 are for sure Hall of Famers.
Should we guess?
You want to go for it? Yeah. Which 3 do you think are absolutely Hall of Famers when their careers are done that are currently playing for the Niners?
I think Fred Warner, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey.
You got 2 out of the 3.
Okay.
Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey.
What was the one he said?
I said Fred Warner.
Warner's the 3rd.
I would have thought that. Current Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
I forgot he was on the team.
I know. Well, because it's the tricky thing is
Yeah.
that you more know them for one team.
Well, because he's going to go in as a Buccaneer.
Because it's the same with Derrick Henry. Like, he's in shoe-in in Baltimore, but I don't know him as that.
If Mike Evans won a Super Bowl with the Niners this year, he still goes into the Hall of Fame as a Buccaneer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 3 that ESPN has identified are already automatic Hall of Famers. Mike Evans, Christian McCaffrey, and Trent Williams.
Okay.
2 players are on the cusp. One is Fred Warner. The other one, care to guess? High-profile Niners player that's on the cusp of being a Hall of Famer. I disagree with this, by the way.
Nick Bosa?
Nope. Think personality.
Kittle.
George Kittle.
Yeah.
I think George Kittle, Fred Warner should be in with the other 3. I think Fred Warner and George Kittle are absolutely going to be Hall of Famers.
What's the explanation for Kittle?
On the cusp. Kittle is right on the borderline of being a lock, having made 7 Pro Bowls over his past 8 pro campaigns before he tore his right Achilles last postseason. I'd vote for Kittle given his dominance as a blocker in 4,000-yard seasons.
Okay.
But tight ends can go underappreciated by the Hall of Fame at times. One more substantial season would push Kittle at 32 to the lock side of things. I'd argue the same for Warner, who has 4 first-team All-Pro nods over a 5-year span before his own serious injury a year ago. Of course, adding a ring to these guys' resumes would help.
It changes it.
But these 2 have phenomenal resumes. And I would say this, in terms of the tight end position, when you think of the tight end position, you think of Gronk.
Yep.
You think of Travis Kelce, and you think of George Kittle.
Absolutely.
Like, George Kittle is absolutely
And I think George
epitomizes.
first of everybody.
Really?
Honestly.
I think it's probably Gronk is probably the most famous tight end of all time.
I think that someone who doesn't watch football would think Gronk first, if they know what a tight end is.
But I think George Kittle is right there.
It's crazy because, like, it's based on numbers, but in such a weird in such a weird way, you guys, like, when you think of what other players think of these guys, how they've helped the position, specifically Kittle, who has elevated the tight end position.
Him and Travis
with
Kelce.
everything that he has done and Travis Kelce has done, he's gotten the position paid.
Yeah.
When you talk about the community and you mention tight ends, Kittle's one of the first they'll say.
He's a pioneer of the tight end position.
He's absolutely pioneer. So when you think of the overall impact he has had on the game at that position, to me, that should be part of the Hall of Fame discussion.
1,000%.
I know it's not. The same thing goes for freaking Fred Warner. I can't tell you the amount of young linebackers that have followed in his footsteps, that have learned after what he's done, how he's modeled the game. How many times have we heard, coaches talk about a linebacker and it's Fred Warner's the first guy that they bring up? I believe they should be in it, but I understand with numbers that they could be on the cusp. And that 1 year that he was out for Fred did not help.
I'll tell you why Fred Warner, in my mind, if his career ended today, he's a Hall of Famer right away. And it's because he's got it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the story. He was not a super high draft pick. He is one of the, if not the best defensive playmaker in the league. The dude makes plays. Whether it's interceptions, deflections, getting to the quarterback, he makes plays.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the IQ and the leadership to boot. Like, he is the captain of the defense. He's the leader. He's unbelievably smart. He's not a top pick that became one of the best at his position, the best linebacker in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the best playmakers we've seen in football. Like, to me, he checks all of the boxes with the exception of, I guess, the ring. But there are a lot of names on this list for all teams, period, that don't have the ring necessarily.
Yeah. And to be clear, Patrick, I'm not talking about, I'm actually not putting Gronk right now, and he's not playing. I'm talking about like tight ends that are playing right now. I go to look at it, when I talk about a tight end, and I know he's been injured more, But I still talk about a Kittle just because of all that other stuff that I said.
Yes.
What he's done. Now, Kelsey's right there. It could be 1 and 2 or 2 and flip-flop him if you want. I wasn't including Gronk because I'm not talking about Gronk right now because he's not playing.
Well, yeah, but
I was just saying current.
Even so, but that's the thing. What George Kittle's impact on the tight end position, the same way with Travis Kelce, transcends whether you're playing or not.
Yeah.
Like a young tight end from anywhere in the country is modeling themselves after George Kittle in personality and in work ethic, because George Kittle takes joy in the dirty work. He'll get those first downs and he'll drop that little first down celebration that we know and love. He'll find the camera and wave to it and be the bright personality that he is. But he'll also block like there's no tomorrow if he has to.
Sure. Yeah, when you list tight end, that's not like what we're doing right now. But when you list like tight ends of all time,
yes,
there's guys above those.
But I'm just saying you can't not have someone who you associate with an entire position, or you more associate an entire position with them. Again, we're talking about a pioneer of a position. How is that not a Hall of Famer?
He has elevated the position in terms of what it is.
And when George Kittle's done as a player, he's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
George Kittle is going to be a personality connected to and
genius.
blessing us in the world of football for the rest of time. Whether it's as a coach, as a media member, or whatever, George Kittle is going to be, as long as he's with us, and let's hope that's for decades upon decades, that man is going to be associated with football and entertaining us for the rest of time.
Mm-hmm.
And like George Kittle to me is absolutely a Hall of Famer. But in the work to do category, Nick Bosa and Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Brock is another one. Brock, in my mind, if Brock ever wins the Super Bowl, I think he's a Hall of Famer no matter what because of the story.
Sure.
From Mr. Irrelevant to Super Bowl winning quarterback, you're a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that's a big thing to do, is win a Super Bowl. Nick Bosa is interesting because Bosa was so dominant as a defender, defensive player of the year, right? Has dealt with these injuries. If he comes back from this injury and is just as good, that'll help for his story. I think Nick Bosa will eventually be a Hall of Famer, maybe, but he's not there right now. I'd agree.
I think he's got to keep on the field this season especially. Because I think if he does, that he could definitely put those numbers up there again and get those numbers out. He can't afford to miss I don't even think like a half a season. It's going to hurt too much if his overall availability, the numbers are going to be hurt by that. Mm-hmm. As good as he was when he was healthy. Mm. So I think he's got to be healthy this year.
In the missing out category, Kyle Juszczyk.
That's so hard as a fullback.
Kyle Juszczyk is for sure going to. Do the Niners have like a Ring of Honor or anything?
Yeah.
The Niners. Kyle Juszczyk is going to be a Niner like legend.
Sure.
Their version of their own Hall of Fame. Juszczyk will be on it, but Kyle Juszczyk will never be a football Hall of Famer, and I'm fine with that.
Fullbacks are like so rarely used nowadays too. Like we always talk about, now with Shanahan, he loves that position. He loves having that, but you go around the league, you're not seeing a ton of that position even anymore.
Of course the Niners have their own Ring of Honor, or they're the Hall of Fame. Frank Gore made it not too long ago. Your Seattle Seahawks, I'll just do this really quickly, apparently don't have a single player right now that is a Hall of Famer in the eyes of ESPN, but they do have a special Keep It Up category for the
Keep It Up.
There
we go. Thumbs up.
If you keep it going, you're going to be Hall of Famers. JSN is on there.
Yeah.
And then cornerback
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon is on there as well. Work to do, Charles Cross.
What do you mean, no Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold is not anywhere on here. Nope. Let's go to Vegas, shall we?
Let's go to your Raiders.
Do the Raiders have anybody? No, they do not.
Maybe.
Let's just put him up there.
In the future,
Let's hope so, but we haven't
Hopeful
seen him.
thinking.
We haven't seen him play a single snap. But yes, he will be a Hall of Famer. It's written in the stars. I will accept nothing less. They also have someone in the Keep It Up category. You can guess who. Max Crosby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Max Crosby is on his way to having a Hall of Fame caliber career. He's got a great story as well. Like
he does,
coming into the league, being just
having issues with the sobriety and stuff. Yeah,
he's an example for all that, and then just being associated with the Raider brand through a relocation of all things.
And if he overcomes this trade, that will never ever not be talked about
for sure.
right?
I could easily.
That'd be crazy.
Can you not imagine a Max Crosby Hall of Fame speech
I would
10
love
years from
that.
now where he fires a shot at the
Oh
Ravens?
man,
Come on.
I would literally be up on the TV just screaming. Yeah,
Come
you
on.
go.
He's for sure going to take a shot at the Ravens.
I would.
Absolutely.
And I'd make it creative though. I'd make it just a real like knocking the you-know-whats.
Yep.
You know?
Just something.
Just
something that has to do with the Ravens or Baltimore, or mentioning
The
like
snakes.
the GM by name.
Mhm.
In the work to do category for the Raiders, Brock Bowers and Tyler Linderbaum in the work to do category.
Probably, Linderbaum, if he can really turn this line around and help be the anchor
Mm-hmm.
for this line, I think that it could become sooner than later for him because he's, again, been in it for a minute. He is the highest paid center in this past year in terms of getting that big contract. And he was really great for the Baltimore Ravens. So if he can kind of carry that over, I could see him getting that sooner than later.
And then in the missing out category, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is not a Hall of Famer.
No, I mean,
Not at all.
he's made a lot of money, and props to his agent.
Good for
'cause
him.
I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
how he's done that, but he's made probably the most crazy amount of money for not being a future Hall of Famer.
Holla pretty good.
Yeah,
He goes there. He
I
should
think
be.
so.
He's
Pretty
like
good.
One of the top guys. in The
How
Holla
much-
pretty good.
If you were to guess,
This man's made a lot of money.
off the top of your head, if you were to guess what the career earnings are
For Kirk?
of Kirk Cousins, what would you guess they would be? This number is. This will help kind of lead the witness a little bit. This number is ridiculous.
Okay. I want to say, I'm going to say at this point, because he signed a, I'm remembering
He's
the
on
last
he's
number.
on a 2-year, $12.6 million deal
Okay.
currently.
He's been a starter for a while, like before Falcons stuff.
His biggest deal he
Was
signed
it Minnesota?
a 4-year, $180 million
Yeah,
contract as a free
Yep.
agent with Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yep. So I want to say, yeah,
I
it's
forgot
crazy.
it was that much money.
I want to say it's around like 350, 400 million.
Do you have a guess?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. I just want to know where he ranks in current players after this.
You're a little bit high. His career earnings are $321 million.
Why did Atlanta give him that much money?
That's the
so
whole
crazy.
thing. He's been his agent. It's like a joke. It's like, who's your agent? Because he just fleeces. Like, and whatever was in Minnesota too with that contract, he got a big chunk.
I remember that one being big.
Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins is number 3 all time in career earnings as a quarterback.
I'm telling you, man.
Can you guess
telling you.
the two higher than him? Just for fun.
Current? Are they current?
Think longevity. Think
Tom.
No.
No.
Tom Brady in terms of
Yeah, that's right. Because he kind of
Tom was before
stayed for a deal.
Tom was before all the money. I'm down to 50 and Tom Brady is not
Patrick.
on this list.
Mahomes.
No, Mahomes. Let's see. Mahomes is 7th on this list.
Jeez Louise.
Stafford.
No.
Patrick Mahomes is behind Deshaun Watson.
Wow.
Wait, that's
In
disgusting.
career earnings.
Again, don't even start him up there.
Matthew Stafford's number 2.
Oh,
Okay.
Matthew Stafford has $364 million in career
All
earnings,
right.
behind number 1.
And he's played a long
who's
time,
been
too.
in the league. This will help you for 20 years.
Oh, so it's got to be somebody who's on his way out.
Yes, but still playing.
Flacco?
No. Flacco's number 8, by the way. Flacco career earnings $180 million.
Good for Flacco.
I'm just thinking long-term quarterback.
You know this. Think yellow.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Career earnings,
Duh.
number 1 in career earnings amongst quarterbacks. I would imagine that's all time.
Yeah.
$380 million.
Okay.
Not too bad for him.
But compare, like, it's just so funny because Kirk's like never been like that starting quarterback though. Like he's been the starting quarterback, but it's like he's not won a Super Bowl. You know, he's not been like the game-changing guy. He's just been kind of that dude.
This can't be right. Where the hell are these just active? No, it can't be right.
Why? What are you looking for?
Where the hell is Tom?
Well, I thought you said he was. I thought you told us where he was.
No, I don't. I haven't found it yet.
Well, then maybe it's active.
It must be active.
I think it's active.
No, it's not active because
Okay.
we have like, who did I just see? Like Teddy Bridgewater's on here. Teddy Bridgewater's 27.
No, but I think.
Is he active?
I think Teddy is technically a. He was on a roster
Yeah,
last
this is
year.
definitely
Yeah,
active.
I'm
Okay,
like
this is
Teddy's.
active.
I'm
This
like
is
Teddy's active.
Okay, all time.
Yeah.
All time. Kirk Cousins is 6th all
Okay.
time.
Okay. So this was active. This makes more sense.
5 is Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
At $303 million. 4 is Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he made a lot of
give
money.
me a break.
$305
You
million.
like that?
No.
Oh, that's Kirk.
Yeah.
He signed a $181 million
Dangerous.
deal with Seattle, a $122 million deal with Denver.
Now that's the one that's bad.
Russell. And then Tom Brady, $332 million.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Drew Brees is 7, Ben Roethlisberger 8, Eli Manning 9. Shout out Dak Prescott, number 10. Peyton Manning 11, Phillip Rivers 12. Shout out Derek Carr 16. How about that?
All right.
The first non-quarterback. Ooh, this is fun. The first non-quarterback on this list all time. He is active with the most. So the number one highest paid player in total earnings in their NFL career who's not a quarterback. Can you even remotely? This is very longevity.
Oh, Gore?
No.
I'm just thinking longevity.
Mike Evans?
You're both on the right team. Oh,
because it's a Niner.
You're both on the right team.
Oh. Rice?
No. Longevity.
Oh.
Currently playing.
Currently playing?
He's still playing.
What? Offense or defense?
Offense.
Trent
Trent
Williams?
Trent
Shout
Williams
out.
is the highest paid non-quarterback in terms of
Good
career
for
earnings.
him, man.
$196 million for Trent Williams.
I mean, he's been playing a hell of a long time, but still.
The next non-quarterback is Von Miller at 191. Hell yeah, Trent Williams. Get your money, dog. Love
That's
that.
crazy.
First wide receiver is Larry Fitzgerald, who made $180 million. Who's the first running back on this list? Who should we guess? I
mean, Saquon got like paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They weren't getting paid very much before him.
Nope.
So it has to be like him or
Saquon
McCaffrey.
or Adrian Peterson, maybe?
But then think longevity.
The first running back is Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
$103 million.
So Saquon will get there.
Saquon.
Yeah.
How far is Saquon?
That's still kind of crazy with how much we've seen in the cap go like every year, how much money's it's increased by and how much more they're paying players.
And it hasn't quite caught up for the running backs.
Nope.
By the way, I scrolled down a little bit too far and saw this, and I completely agree with it because I love this man to death. I scrolled into the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
After going through the Raiders, I scrolled a little too far to the LA Chargers. They have one player that's in, and it's Raider legend Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is for sure.
Where is
Hall of
Herbert
Fame.
on that list?
Work to do.
I'd say freaking
A lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Any other teams you're curious about?
I'm just thinking of like current teams that have. Do the Niners have the most in terms of just? I think they might have the most overall with
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just mentioned.
just mentioned. Yeah, that's what I'm
Are you talking
about.
the in and on the cusp and work to do?
Yeah.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's look
I
at the
think
Rams.
they might have the most.
The Rams have in Devontae Adams, Myles Garrett, Matthew Stafford. Agreed.
Okay.
Keep it up, Puka Nacua. So that's 4.
They might come close.
Work to do, Trent McDuffie, Kobe Turner,
Okay.
Byron Young.
All right, so they're
They're
same.
also 7.
Yeah.
Yep. So Niners and Rams.
How about the Arizona Cardinals? Just curious. We're keeping it in the NFC West.
Yeah, what do they even say?
I mean, yeah. Did they just
You
say
know what's
a big
funny?
0?
The article begins with the Arizona Cardinals because they do it by division.
They do it by okay. So what
On
do
the
we-
cusp, Buda Baker.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Keep it up, Trey McBride. That's all they got.
Ay ay ay.
That's all they got.
Ay ay ay.
Should we go to? You want to go to your Titans, Tennessee?
They're technically not my
The
Titans.
Titans that you covered.
There we go.
Keep it up. Keep it up is
Jeffrey
Jeffrey Simmons. Work to do. Peter.
Skoronski.
Yep.
And that's all?
That's it.
Wow.
No mention. I mean, Cam Ward's hasn't been in the league long enough or anything.
They're
like
a very disrespected franchise, though. You guys think the Kings are? They feel the same way with football.
I'm going to go to Minnesota because I want to see if Kyler Murray's on this.
I can't believe Brock was on the list at all.
Brock
Bowers?
Really?
No, Brock Purdy, not Bowers.
But
I don't know.
You don't think at all he should have been even a mention?
Not yet.
This is interesting.
Wow.
Keep it up is odd.
For Minnesota, I would think Justin Jefferson was in, but they have him as on the cusp. I think Justin Jefferson's a Hall of Famer. No?
That's a great question.
I look at, no disrespect. I mean, I don't know if this is disrespectful or not. I guess you could tell me. Like, Megatron, Calvin Johnson got in, never won anything.
Yeah.
But was obviously such a dominant receiver for Detroit.
Yeah.
So Justin Jefferson has been a dominant receiver for Minnesota.
Okay, go to the Bengals. I want to see where Jamar Chase is at.
Is Ocho Cinco a Hall of Famer? Chad Ocho Cinco?
I check. I think.
I know
I'd
Terrell.
be very
I know
surprised.
Terrell Owens isn't.
Who did you say I'm going to? Cincinnati.
Yeah.
The Bengals. Work to do.
No, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
No, I don't think Ocho
that's Cleveland Browns. Why did it do that? Keep it up, Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Work to do, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Dexter Lawrence.
I think it's just way harder to get in the Hall of Fame if you're a receiver. Because the
I
standard's
think so
so
too.
high.
Such icons.
Yeah.
And I think it's numbers.
It's number.
Right?
Yeah, it's yards,
Yep.
receptions, rings.
Yep.
That's what matters. Like, not Pro Bowls. I don't know. Justin Jefferson, I think, should be a Hall of Famer.
I think let's see another year or two.
I mean, on the cusp is the rank right below for sure getting in, right? Like
Yeah.
on this list.
Yes.
So it just
You're
it's more
almost
like
there.
It's just a matter of how many more years.
So if you don't retire tomorrow, then
Right.
you're probably
get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
What about this? Baltimore Ravens in Derrick Henry.
Oh God,
I would
not
agree.
even a brainer.
Lamar Jackson in.
Wait, he's in?
According to ESPN.
Oh,
if his career ended today, Lamar Jackson would be a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I might get flack for this. I don't know.
The only thing he hasn't done is win a Super Bowl.
But we have this
he's been an
conversation
MVP.
about Eli Manning and
Yeah.
people like that. I think he needs to get a ring.
I don't know if he needs a ring. I think that he
Or-
needs to have the inconsistent seasons are the problem, but that's
That's
also
what
a
I'm saying.
team issue.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's just like the wide receiver conversation where the quarterbacks have a hard time getting into the Hall of Fame as well because
Yeah.
of how many iconic quarterbacks there are.
Well, how about this? I mean, this isn't surprising at all. Pittsburgh Steelers in Aaron Rodgers. He's going to get in just because of the career he's had and the longevity.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills in Josh Allen.
I mean, if they said that Lamar Jackson was in, then
Yeah,
that,
you have
that
to
makes
include,
sense.
but
So those are two.
Josh has had some amazing numbers and
I
won
know,
an MVP.
I know. They're both so good, but
Right?
it's always if you're that good, and the biggest question with those teams are why can't those quarterbacks get them to a Super Bowl? And they haven't been to a Super Bowl. I'd say wait just a second on them.
I went to check on Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts is in Keep It Up. So
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts actually has a Super Bowl, but is
Yeah.
in Keep It Up. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are better individual quarterbacks without Super Bowls, and they're in. By the way, Lane Johnson is in for the Eagles.
Okay.
Work to do, Saquon Barkley. Huh?
Not even a keep it up.
No, keep it. Jalen Hurts is
Work
Keep
to
It Up.
do?
Saquon Barkley is work to do.
Really?
I disagree with that completely.
I would
Saquon
think it'd
Barkley
be
should
better
be-
than that.
Based off injuries, maybe?
Saquon Barkley should be on the cusp,
Maybe.
if anything. But I think Saquon Barkley is going to be a Hall of Famer.
Interesting.
Crazy.
These really do make you think, don't they?
Absolutely.
And
It's
again,
also just weird terms, like keep it up, on the cusp. I feel like, I don't know.
Like you're on. It's almost like you're on the right path. You're basically right there, and you're for sure a Hall of Famer. Because to be a for sure Hall of Famer is a pretty that's a pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like, to say you're for sure a Hall of Famer does not matter what happens from here on out. You're in. You're good.
Yeah, there's a lot more players on this list than will ever get inducted into the Hall of Fame that are currently playing. Just because the way the NFL works with the Hall of Fame.
How about this? Before we bring in Alan Stiles, and we're going to get his thoughts on the NFL theme songs because I know he's probably got some thoughts on it. How about a little bit of needed positivity for the San Francisco Giants?
Is that such a thing?
It exists. I have it from The Athletic.
Wow.
We'll have that for you when we come back. It's Matt and Kayla on Friday Junior, Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
Happy Thursday from the KCRA3 Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Ophelia Young. Prepare for another warm day under hazy skies today as afternoon temperatures warm into the mid and upper 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-547-9177 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-547-9177. That's 800-547-9177. What do you have to lose? Call 800-547-9177. Again, 800-547-9177.
Wands at the ready, baseball fans. It's Harry Potter night with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, August 22nd at Sutter Health Park. Step into a night of magical fun, themed excitement, and Rivercats baseball. Don't miss the magic. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave, and yeah, I've been on the air here just shy of 25 years, and you guys know that when I endorse something, I have a few very important things. Number one, I love it when they're local. Number two, I have to be willing to use them myself. This is where Pest Pros came in, or comes in, I should say, because I've known these guys as Kings fans a long, long time. I also have a mouse problem at my house. I also have a cockroach problem at my house. And I did it the old-fashioned way. Went through Facebook, got a hold of these guys. We became friends. And when I found out what Pest Pros does in the community, I thought, I've got to have you guys on the air. We've got a partner. Locally owned, locally operated. Their kids go to school with your kids. You're going to get pest control somewhere. Get it with Pest Pros. Here's how you get a hold of them. PestProsPS.com or call them at 916-588-9345. That's 916-588-9345 and tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on Us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible ported, no cash access, and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks, N.A. member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
If you're a San Francisco Giants fan and a Sacramento Kings fan, man, you probably just feel beaten down. I understand it. It has been kind of a beat-down sesh of the Giants this season with all the things that have happened both on and off the field. But I come bearing good news. I come bearing some positivity from The Athletic, who gave out their grades for all of the trade deadline moves in Major League Baseball. They gave the San Francisco Giants and Buster Posey, who were very clearly sellers and are in the seller category, they gave the San Francisco Giants an A- grade.
Wow.
Writing.
Okay.
Oh, there's Red.
Sorry.
Hi, Red. The Giants crushed this trade deadline and exceeded all expectations with their returns. They got back 3 solid starting pitching prospects in Marquez, Lalaine, and Mendez, and a solid young middle infielder in Meyer. Okay. The sleeper acquisition was Hernandez, a 17-year-old shortstop who was in the Robbie Ray trade. He has all the tools to develop into a star-caliber player someday.
Okay.
So analysts really, really like the fact that Buster Posey took a lot of mistakes that he had made.
Sure.
To be fair, he had to clean up his own messes.
Yep.
But took a lot of mistakes that he made at a time where the Giants were going nowhere and turned them into prospects and reasons to be optimistic for the future. Will they pan out? Time will tell.
Right.
But at least now there is, outside of like Bryce Eldridge and Casey and those, like there is reason to look towards the future of Giants baseball with some optimism.
It is interesting when you look at what the Kings are doing right now, and with, you know, a new outlook on maybe the direction that they're going. All right, bro, you need to knock it off. Stop.
Kayla's now yelling and scolding her dog
God.
on the
I thought
radio.
that she was yelling at you.
No,
I thought
I'm
that you made a
talking to
face at her or
Red.
something.
He's on one. I don't know what's going on.
It's
so,
sad that it is believable that she would yell at me in that
Yeah.
way.
For a
you need
face.
to knock it off, Matt.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Just stop it. I think what's going on here and why Tony Vitello will get a longer leash is because
Kayla's going to kill her dog.
I'm really angry right now. Sorry. I just have neighbors that get really mad if I have this dog barking. So I'm going to turn it down and then I'll deal with it in the break. He is going to be looked at as, can you like develop this team into what it needs to be?
Yeah.
Like they're going to get as young as they can.
Yep.
And it's going to be on Tony to pretty much create what he wants to create, and that's going to be what he's judged off of.
Yeah, it's not so much how he's managed Devers
Right.
and Chapman. And by the way, I think what held the Giants back from getting an A or an A+ grade,
Yeah.
the reason why they got an A- instead of an A or A+ is because they weren't able to move some of those high-profile
Sure.
guys. That's
but
not
that's just like
surprising.
the Kings. They can't move some of their high-profile guys. We can't just do it in one whiff.
Now, I love Matt Chapman, so I'm always rooting for Matt Chapman. I don't think Matt Chapman is as bad and is as bad as he's being labeled. I understand it's not working for him in San Francisco, but Matt Chapman still being on the team, Willie Adames still being on the team, Rafael Devers still being on the team, and the amount of money those guys make, especially Devers. What? Why did you hit your phone?
Because I don't know. It's driving me nuts. He's up on his hind legs and he won't stop.
It's not your phone's fault. But the Giants' inability to move on from those guys is I think what holds them back a little bit, and Posey will still have some work to do to figure out what he's going to do with some of those names. I don't know if he's going to be able to get rid of all 3 of them, especially with some of the money, especially like the money that Devers is making. My goodness. But we'll have to wait and see. As for the Athletics...
Was that a pause there?
Not so great. The Athletics got... Apparently this is a passing grade, even though it shouldn't be. They got a D. A D grade for the Athletics. Damn right it was bad, and hell no, it should not be passing. Analysis, the A's did basically nothing at the deadline. No duh. I understand why they didn't want to sell as they're building for 2028 when they move to Las Vegas. I was just hoping they'd be able to make some trades to improve their future outlook and try to add more pitching, but apparently they weren't able to find a way. All right.
What did you think they would do? Because the problem with the A's right now, too, is they've got all these injuries. that they're dealing with.
But before the injuries started piling up, this team was in a free fall. And unfortunately, they just waited a little bit longer this year to start their free fall. It was May of last year. This year, they got through May, and they're like, look at us, we're in first place. And then June and July just fell apart. I agree with the analysis here. Like, regardless of how your season is going and your playoff chances now, you've continued to just not address your pitching issues.
Yep.
And I did not expect the A's to be buyers. I certainly didn't expect the A's to be sellers either. I'm glad they didn't sell Shea Langeliers. That would have been a patented classic A's move to trade away Shea Langeliers before they have to pay him.
By the way?
That is a good question. There's so many of them.
I know, because that one was one of the more recent ones, I believe.
Because Nick Kurtz just went back. Meniscus tear.
That's right.
I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
I read it. It's a meniscectomy is what it said. I was like, what happened to him?
What?
A what?
He had a what? A sectomy? What?
A meniscectomy? Isn't that where the Timberwolves play?
Oh.
He laughed.
Bro.
He laughed.
Bro.
What? Oh, drum roll?
It's right next to each other.
Oh, give me a break because he wanted that. He planned that. That wasn't even off the cusp.
You plan all of these.
Because I only planned mine for the 2-minute drill because I have to.
That wasn't off the.
Because you went like this. You said it and go.
I reset it up. Yeah, come on now. That was a good joke. He laughed. He laughed into the microphone. You write your headlines the night before.
Right, because
yell
it's
at
called
Red.
doing
Don't yell
research.
at me.
It's
yell at your dog.
Research.
Don't yell at me.
You guys can both make jokes.
Shut up, Anthony.
No, I'm the queen of jokes.
Okay.
Just joking. I'm just being funny.
Anyway, the A's got a D. Stupid A's.
Damn right.
D for damn it. A's.
Yeah, what did you expect?
I know. I really expected this.
I did not expect the A's to be sellers, but I wanted the A's to recognize, hey, we were in first place for a minute, and I guess they can do this over the offseason too, and they're probably, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, going to do this during the offseason too. I'm glad they didn't sell high on players that we want to see them keep, like a Shea Langeliers. Mm-hmm. I'm disappointed that they didn't do anything really beyond like some minor moves. They did acquire an arm, but I just
arm.
They're pitching one. They traded for one singular arm.
They chopped it off and sent it in the mail.
Well, they got a couple. They acquired 3 right-handed pitchers. Aiden Moffitt from the Cubs. Scott blew it. Damn it, Scott, you blew it. And then Seth Johnson from the Phillies.
By the way, Ginn came back the other night on the mound and actually had a pretty good outing. JT Ginn.
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for Ginn. I thought you were talking about the name of the Arrowhead Stadium or whatever. What was that?
Oh my God. Gaia Stadium or Gia Stadium. I don't know how to pronounce it.
When we come back, Alan Stiles joins us for a little crosstalk before the Drive guys take over from 2 to 6. And Kayla, during the break, is going to scream at her dog right here on Sactown Sports.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the 4 walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whether it's date night, family night, or buddy night, Hagen Oaks has a bay for you. Reserve one of 3 Top Tracer bays from 6 to 11 p.m. through HagenOaks.com, and only those 3 bays are reservable. The rest of the driving range is still open for walk-ups. Play golf on world-famous courses while the kids try interactive games. Head to the Hangout for great food, cold drinks, and live sports on the TVs. Add monthly live music and putting tournaments, and you've got more than a driving range, you've got a night out. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Swing by and swing away.
Maida Subaru says yes to big savings on the new Subaru you want during the sizzling summer sales event on now. Visit MaidaSubaru.com today for special spring savings on over 225 new and certified pre-owned Subarus.
Made a great deal at Maida.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
Now, welcome to an edition of Matt and Kayla Theater here on Sactown Sports, proudly presenting to you, during the break, Kayla Anderson yelling at her dog, reenacted by Matt George. Hey, you! I'm mad at you! You're in big trouble, little man. Big trouble. Hey! When I get home, but I love you. And now, one more act.
Oh, God.
Kayla Anderson,
Dying. Thanks,
after
Alan.
hearing a clip from Mac Jones during the break. I really like Mac Jones. I think I should go on a date with him. And scene.
Wait, add in what you had added in.
What?
What did you add in?
What did I add?
When I said that.
Somewhere Aaron Gordon is crying because Kayla has left him for Mac Jones. Alan Stiles, welcome into the Matt and Kayla Theater.
Yeah.
We all have Celsius. That's a problem.
Kayla likes to do things during the break that can't make it to the air. So I will bring them back to the airwaves, reenacted in Matt and Kayla Theater.
I see.
You've got an acting background. I bet you would kill it in theater production.
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever in like a school play or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
he
were the lead for sure.
No.
Were you like Danny Zuko in Grease? You
no,
were.
that wasn't.
That'd be a good one,
That wasn't
Alan.
me. It was short-lived.
What show?
What it did, I think it was Angels Aware and Wizard of Oz and.
Oh, Wizard of Oz?
It wasn't
That's
Wizard
a
of
big
Oz.
one.
It was one of them, but I was not even in 5th grade yet. So it was all
before
when I was very young.
Yeah,
There's
before high
an
school.
obvious mean joke that I will not say.
Oh.
Wait.
I would not say that because that's mean and that's not true. And no one else should make that joke. That's not nice.
Now I'm wondering.
I don't know.
During the break, I'm not going to say it because it's mean and it's hurtful.
Nope, say it.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
not going to say it.
None of us know what you're talking about.
I know, because I don't want it, because it's mean. It came to my mind, and I stopped myself because I'm working on myself, okay?
Yeah.
I'm growing.
My guess is that it's a short joke, but
It's no, I think it's about me.
I don't think so.
Anyway.
I think
He's on a warpath today.
okay.
I'm on the warpath?
For sure.
You came in yelling. No, that was yesterday. That was yesterday.
Hi, Alan.
Hi,
Hello.
Alan.
Hi.
Hey, join us in a conversation that we had earlier today.
Okay.
We listened to the 4 primary NFL themes: NFL on Fox, NFL on CBS, Monday Night Football, and Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
People like really resonate with these themes, and I listen to them in the car around this time of year because
That's
it just makes
weird,
me
but-
excited. Okay, sure, it is weird, but I like it. It makes me excited for football season. Do you have a go-to theme out of the 4?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
You're not like an NFL on Fox guy or NFL on CBS.
No, I don't have any affinity.
Of all the things you have opinions on, I thought for sure you'd have an opinion on that.
No, I mean the Monday Night Football one.
That's what
the
I
one,
said.
That's the
but-
classic one?
Yeah, that's the classic.
Oh yeah, the Monday night. You
That's
did
the
say
one I
that
said,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely not
You don't
firing
like,
up Spotify.
Do you like any of the acts? Like, I'm over Carrie Underwood, but there's like the Carrie
the
Underwood.
intros.
Oh,
You know, those like singing
didn't
acts.
Snoop do it
He
for a
did.
second? Yeah.
Yeah, for
Who's the-
Monday Night Football, I think.
Which one is the remake now of Phil Collins' "In the Air Tonight"? With
I
Chris,
like
is it Chris
that one.
Stapleton?
That
I can
is-
feel it.
That's
in the
Monday
air
Night Football
tonight.
now.
That's
but Chris
Monday-
Stapleton is
Well, he's phenomenal.
awesome.
Yeah. Didn't
Best national anthem ever.
Except for Whitney Houston.
Well,
yeah.
That
They're-
Jimi
they're-
Hendrix.
One more time?
Jimi Hendrix.
he said.
National anthem.
Oh,
It-
yes,
It's
yes,
so good.
yes.
Come
Yes, Jimmy. Didn't Lenny Kravitz, isn't he doing something? Or was he doing something?
Yeah, I don't think it's current.
Or is that the one? Maybe
Thursday
maybe
night.
that's not NFL.
Thursday night football is
I can't keep
Shabuzi
track.
on Prime.
Yeah,
That's right.
that whole thing needs some work.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying.
Prime's theme
trying.
sucks.
Yeah.
We listened to Prime's theme and it wasn't good.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
Well, then it's settled.
It's settled.
If-
Monday night.
Of
if
all
Matt
the things
says-
for Alan Stiles to not have
I
an
had a
opinion
feeling
on.
that this would be because you were saying you either have an opinion on it or you're kind of just like,
See, this became the reason why this came up is because Kevin John and I at ABC 10 around this time last year were having
Yeah.
the same exact conversations about themes, and Kevin and I used to debate everything because it's fun and we're both loud and obnoxious. And we had like 9 different people in the newsroom jump in, and it became like passionate.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm saying I missed the boat on it, I guess. You know, just give me some football.
he doesn't care.
So
Yeah,
how-
that's what Brian Peacock, our guest, said too. He was like,
care.
he said the same thing.
Yeah.
So how locked into the Hall of Fame game are you tonight?
Not that kind of football.
No,
No.
It doesn't get you at least a little bit. No. Like Anthony brought up a good point. You have it on as background noise while you do other things, so you're not really watching it, but it makes you feel like it's a Sunday night or a Monday night and that football's back and like you're just doing something.
Yeah, I guess it signifies. I mean, to me, as you know, I know there are a lot of. I always joke for a lot for being a fall person because people love the fall, but for me, it's a bit. It's almost sad in a way because it marks essentially the
End of summer.
start of the end of summer.
Yeah.
It's sad?
Yeah, I would say
Some
so.
of us
I
like
mean,
summer.
you don't look at summer and think football. So if football is being played, that means summer
But
is
then
almost over.
it's the start of fall. And fall is the
Yeah.
best time for sports.
But you don't want summer to just completely be done. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Get back to work, wife. Go back to school, kid.
Well, that part of it for you guys,
Sure.
for the kiddos.
yeah, I mean, my
Your
kids
kids
aren't
are
that
young,
old yet,
yeah.
so there's no
You'll get,
difference.
TK
you'll
yet?
get there.
No, I mean,
Not TK yet?
yeah, I mean, she learns some stuff, but it's essentially daycare.
By the way,
preschool.
I found this fascinating with the conversation with you and Jay yesterday. I mean, Alan, and I respect it. Alan pretty much came out there and said, like, there's favorites in households.
That's
And,
crazy.
Everybody knows that.
No,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
I
Everybody knows
kind of
that.
think that's true because I believe growing up,
Yeah, you
Shocking.
probably were.
and
what a
I think
surprise.
my brother to this day is still
They know.
mad about it.
They always know.
And you were the favorite too, weren't you, Alan?
I believe so.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah.
You two think
And
you're
you were,
favorites.
of course, the favorite.
Yeah, I'm a baby. I'm the only child, baby.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows.
Ain't no competition.
It's unspoken. You don't say it.
You did.
It sounds like you did. Who's your favorite, huh?
I don't have one. It's too early to
Well,
tell.
Too early to tell.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
I probably
lie.
will have one.
Yeah.
Man doesn't have a favorite NFL theme, but does have a favorite kid.
One is 3 and one is 10 months. They gotta
that's
both be
too
able to
early.
talk first. I gotta see
personality traits.
Dion has a hierarchy.
Who's
You
more?
know, I
more
put
like
out
you?
family rankings.
Yeah.
And I include everyone is in the family rankings. They come out about once
Mm-hmm.
a month.
Who's more like you out of the two so far?
Number one.
Yeah, I think number
Yeah,
The
number
3-year-old?
Yeah.
That'll probably be the favorite, in my opinion.
You never know.
Those are also the ones you can mold a little more.
But
at
a
least
lot of
in
times
my
you bump
experience.
heads though with the similarity.
You
Yes,
do,
you do.
but
You
you
know?
get to the point where you kind of. This is how, because I was like disciplined. I was like, I had to go, and my parents did that, but not for the younger kid. He
Yeah.
kind of did whatever he wanted.
Right.
But it was like they had their imprint on me, and then I, got out of that stage and I was successful. La la la.
There you
and
go.
they're like, oh yeah, we had a big part in that.
See, it's all about, and it can change by the day. It can change by the minute. Hey,
That's
the rankings are dynamic.
That's wishy-washy.
The rankings are dynamic.
We need a Styles household power rankings once a week.
Like
right now,
every crosstalk on Friday.
Right now,
you're part of the power rankings.
Well,
He's
no,
always
I'm
a
not.
number one.
Well,
That's the case.
I gotta always say, wifey's is number one for the most part.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Nice.
that.
But
Diplomatic move.
number one had a good morning, really good morning, so she's doing well. And the baby, there's a little bit of get through the night. She's wiggling around. She woke up at 6 earlier this week, so that's gonna drop you down a little bit.
Some of those diapers will drop you down.
Yeah,
pretty quickly,
that's gonna
too.
drop you down. A blowout here. We can't have that. You're gonna drop down.
Blowouts might
Don't
get
drop
you
under the
-5.
cats. Don't drop under the
Oh
cats.
no!
That could be a problem.
And the one cat, the breath is good again. So that
she's
rank
trending
higher.
up.
Yep.
Trending up.
Yep.
She's listening more, probably because she's not in pain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a good week. Good
Look at
week.
that.
So you got to keep up with these
Moving
things.
on up. Who's at the bottom right now?
Probably me.
Wow.
Yeah, probably me. I've been gone. I was gone Vegas for a
That's
week,
true.
so I'm working my way back.
That's true.
Vegas for a week and then Monday golf tournament.
And then Monday
Exactly.
golf tournament. So, I got to go with my wife. She was the one who said, Don Tolliver is going to be in town on Tuesday. So then me, Chris, and Brendan ended up going to that show. So that giving me a guy's night out, that's going to bump you up a bit.
That's
but me
unselfish.
taking the guy's night, that's going to drop me.
Did you get an invite to the
No,
concert
did not.
Oh.
But I don't get an invite to anything.
Anthony, did you get
It wasn't-
did you get an invite to the
what?
concert for
It,
a team
Look
bonding
at Alan.
concert?
Look at Alan.
They spend all the time together in Las Vegas and then just continue to ice us out. It's pretty
Tells me
crazy.
I like- he likes
kind
my
of the
joy.
type
Oh, it's
of-
all right.
It's kind of the, I don't know if you guys are into.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? You saying I don't
Anthony,
like
you
that type?
got Jorts on?
Why don't I like that type of music? Why wouldn't we like that kind of music?
I don't know. I don't know. I
No, you
haven't
made-
spoken to you.
you've made an assumption.
There were limited. No.
It sounds like you're putting me into a box.
No. From Vegas.
Would you invite me to Country in the Park, Alan?
No.
Yes, you
No,
would. I think you
wouldn't.
would.
From Vegas, I knew the type of music they listened to. We had limited spaces. So
What is it, by the way?
Don Tolliver, it's like a melodic rapper, is what I would say.
Oh.
So I knew they liked him. So I said, hey, quick call. So,
That's okay.
sweet
What
life.
are we planning next that we have?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony's there. I know Anthony,
That's fine.
he's busy running around and teaching and
He's-
molding
See, that's what
the
happens.
youth,
All right, knock
right?
it off. This is enough.
Yeah, Matt.
Thank you.
It's her yelling at
Thank
her dog,
you.
which is actually her yelling at me.
Yep. Thank you, Kayla. Next time, I got
Matt
you guys.
is not happy.
Oh, it's cool. Don't worry about
By
it.
the way, I am very serious about this. I want to do a karaoke night. And
I'm in.
I don't know who's the best. I mean, I know I'm the best planner, but
Oh.
I don't know the area well enough to be the planner.
Yeah.
Don't ask
So-
Alan to send out the invites because only people who went to Vegas will be there.
Look, man. Look, if there were more,
Yeah, if there were
do
more.
you listen to Don Tolliver? Yes or
I
no?
have very much listened to Don
No,
Tolliver.
you do not.
Yes, I wouldn't call him a
You're-
top Spotify
No, you
artist,
do
but I've listened to
not.
Don Tolliver.
No, you don't.
I've listened to his songs.
What's your favorite song?
I don't have one.
So stop it. Stop that right
thanks
now.
for the
Kayla,
invite.
tell him, just like the dog. Tell him, stop it.
Knock it off. He did it again.
He did
Stop
it again.
it.
Yep. Gotta stop it.
Hey, Kayla, next year for Bobby Jackson's golf tournament, do you want to play instead of Alan?
Sure.
Sure.
Cool. All right, good.
Our
team will probably do better.
I'll probably have my own invite by then.
Oh, yeah, you're probably.
And then we can go head to head, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Mano-y-mano, huh?
I won't ask any of your friends to be on my team. I'll do a different team.
That's fine.
You can have your Las Vegas peeps. No, don't worry about it. I'm not mad about it.
He's not at
I'm
all.
not bothered about it at all.
Doesn't seem like
I'm going to listen to Don Tolliver on the ride home.
You're not.
I'm sure I was hell not going to listen to the Drive Guys.
Yes, you will.
Yes, I will. 2 to 6 o'clock. Alan Stiles, Jay Johnson coming up next. Kayla and I will be back tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. sharp. See you then.
Peace.
Football is back.